Yeah, welcome to the Rebuttal Entertainment. Come on in, sit down, relax, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. We got light skin Lou up in this joint today. Ready to interview one of his best friends up in this motherfucker. Oh, damn. Up in this joint, you know what I mean? So we gonna, until he pop up in here, top Demarcus Corley. He should be popping up in here, what's going on, Lou?
Man, not much, man. Like you said, man, one of my former friends, man, gonna be coming to the Rebuttal Entertainment. He's gonna be popping in shortly. Until the meantime, let's chop it up, dog. What's on the menu? We got a lot of stuff to talk about.
Man, there's a million things we can talk about.
Right, we can split it up.
We're gonna be lock and loaded Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Good God, right. We're gonna be lock and loaded, man. A lot is going on in here.
Right.
Man, you cursing already.
Right. Hey, look, Mr. Man, as soon as he had come out the gate, he like, bow, take that.
they said that's not a curse word.
Oh, they did?
Google it. I'm gonna Google. Tony say, what's going on, champ? Man, look, before champ come in here, man, let me tell y'all something. I did a video about Showtime and I went in on Twitter. Let me tell y'all something about these weight bullies, man. These dudes need to stop it before they kill themselves. Virgil Ortiz, Earl Spence Jr., I'm talking about all these guys, man. They need to stop, move up, get to your best weight, man, before something happens to you. And, Earl Ortiz, he's in the hospital that they dehydrate, and I forgot the word they say he is, man, but, man, that dude on steroids, and he's a weight bully, man. That's all that is. Hey, man, we got top in the building, baby. Let him adjust that camera. He ready for all y'all. Come on, don't all y'all that talk shit about him. Here he go, right here. Okay,
that's right. That's right.
Hey, what's up, champ?
And he didn't pull the Houdini.
Yeah. Top in the building today. So y'all better come on in. We ain't playing with y'all today.
What they talking about? What they talk about in the building?
Man, hey, look, we started it out, man, with the weight drain and stuff like that, man. With Virgil Ortiz, the incident that he had, and the people in the chat, we already anticipating them coming in with some Bojangles, so we just be anticipating stuff, y'all.
Hey, man, we just talk about these dudes, man.
Up at the gym. Let me get my shoes on.
Yeah, go ahead. Hey, look. Chop always late. He ain't never been on time. I ain't surprised.
Yeah, right.
You ain't never been on time, champ. Look, even when the time I used to walk to school with you, man, you was always late, dog.
Luke, you stand on the corner and say, where you at?
Right. I'm like, man, I can't go without my dog. Let me go knock on his door. He just putting his shoes on, man. I'm like, come on, man, for real.
Yeah. Man. So come on in. They coming up in here now. We got Chop in the building. Mr. Man said, I said that about Earl being a weight bullet. Yeah, all them dudes, man. It made no sense, man. They better stop it, man. I'm telling you. It just don't look good, man.
It just don't look good. Too, Lou, especially if your body talks to you when you can't make that weight. And I'm pretty sure Chop will be able to tell us a little more because he's living that life. But it don't take a rocket scientist to see your body talks to you. It tells you, look, man, we taking too much weight up off us. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to be able to continue to do this. And I think a lot of fighters are looking past it to a point where they're like, look, let's go ahead and make the fight happen. And then when you get in the ring, your body shuts down on you after 4 or 5 rounds. So
yeah, man.
Or better yet, Lewis, look what happened to Virgil Ortiz. You get dehydrated. You can't even make it through the training camp.
Yeah, Father said he didn't look right. Virgil said he didn't feel right, so they took him straight to the hospital.
That's right.
It's just crazy. Tony say I was waiting on him to strip.
Who said that?
This female in here named Tony. This female in here, she talking about
That's right. Hey, look, Lewis, we got Chop in the building, man. But let me get Chop.
Yeah.
Let me give you your introduction, man, because I think it's well deserved, man. So I'm gonna start off by saying we got one of the DMV's finest, 7-time champion, chef, entrepreneur, my Pond Street partner in crime, Demarcus Chop Corley, man. Welcome to the Rebuttal Entertainment, champ.
Man, it's good to be talking to you, hearing your voice, man, seeing that you're doing amazing good, man. We haven't seen each other in so many years. Hey, you want to pitch some now, ladies?
Hey, look, you took me way back with that one, champ. I think the last time I saw you, man, was at Riddick Bowe's gym at his house. You were sparring Lamar in 2002, around when the sniper was out.
Yeah, I'm getting ready for the Randall Bailey fight.
Exactly. So, man, like we said, man, welcome to the Rebuttal Entertainment, man. I know a lot of people who just jump in and they got a lot that they want to say to you, man. So, with that being said, man, I know how you got into boxing, but let the people out there know, how did Chop get into boxing?
Living in Kenilworth, man. It was a recreation center named Kenilworth Recreation Center down the street on Anacostia Avenue, and that was our outlet for us to play. We went down to the gym and we would play and have fun. And at 7 o'clock, it was boxing time, and that was to the gym. And I looked in the gym one day, and they was in there practicing. I was only 10 years old, and the coach seen me looking in, and at that time it was Coach Kenny, and he said, "You want to box?" And I was like, "No." He's like, "Why?" I was like, "For what?" He like, "It's a sport." And I said, "So what do you get if you win?" I always seen all the kids playing basketball or doing football, and they come home with a trophy after the season's over with. He said, "Well, boxing is a sport, and if you win, you get a trophy or a medal." He said, "Come here," and he took me in the office. He said, "You see these trophies up here? Some of these trophies belong to the kids in the gym training." I said, "Why don't take them home?" He said, "Because they got so many, they just leave them here." So getting a trophy, that was like hitting a Powerball for a kid, man. You little and you from the projects, and there's nothing for you to do besides go outside and play, ride bikes, play in the creek. Man, I went home and asked my mother, "Can I box?" And she was like, "No." And I was like, "Why?" She was like, "Because you have asthma." And I found out how asthma work and everything. And she's like, "You can get hit in your chest real hard and have an asthma attack." And she said, "You know why you're not allowed to go outside and play at times in the summer? Because of the grass. When they cut the grass, I couldn't come outside because I'm allergic to the grass, and the allergies would make my asthma flare up."
Yeah.
But man, that was my outlet right there. Boxing saved my life. It kept me a little bit out of the streets, but you know, us kids, we still want to be in the streets at one time. But I realized as growing up, I knew what I wanted early in life.
Man, that's what's up, man.
Yeah, so you pitching now later this dude, man. You were taking this money too?
Man, we used to pitch 9-laters, quarters, pennies, dimes, nickels. It was one time when kids in school, we used to flip dollars.
Exactly.
Oh man, Lorenzo say, "What's up, champ?" He say, "What's up, champ? We need more fighters like you in the Lamar Peterson. Y'all fought all the champs, never turned down a fight. Best resume in boxing."
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
One thing I can say about them boys, they was dedicated just like I was.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, they was, man.
So, Chuck, why we got you on here? We were talking about dehydration, man. People, what you think about that stuff, man? You know what I mean? These weight bullies and all this stuff, like Virgil Ortiz now dehydrated and stuff like that, man. This is the third time he missed weight, but they don't say nothing about him. You know, he wasn't going to make weight. So they took him to the hospital. You know, he had dehydrated. What about these dudes? Why don't they just move the F up, man?
They chasing the money. They're not thinking about their health. They're not thinking about their health and their life. They chasing the money. They don't know how serious getting hit upside the head when you dehydrated and you don't have no water up there. This is your brain, and once you dehydrate, it's dry.
Yes, indeed, man. I totally concur, man. And that's what makes me think, man. Chop, I was looking at your box bracket, man, and your weight was just fluctuating. 135, 143, 152 at one time. How are you able to navigate through those weight classes successfully? Because people, like you said, you don't have that water on your brain if you don't do it right. Without letting people in on your secret, give us a little insight on how Chop do it successfully. Now, I know you ain't gonna tell you secrets. I know you as a person.
Nah,
You ain't gonna tell you everything.
hey, hold on. If you know Chop don't like secrets. I ain't in the closet, man. I don't like secrets, man. I like to be open, man. That's
Okay.
why I'm just free, man. I wear what I want to wear. I do my wigs and shit. I do my eyebrows, man. Chop ain't got no cut card. But when I got on the scale at 152 pounds, I had on my leggy tights. I had 4 rows of quarters taped to my legs. 2 rows taped on one side, 2 rows taped on the other side. So I took that fight. It was a money thing. I went to Canada, and I knew I couldn't make 147, and the contract was at 152. So I had to put some quarters on me.
Wow. You hear this, Lewis?
Hey, they got to do what they got to do back then, man. But look, 1996, man. Do you remember your first fight? Who was the first fight, man?
I can't remember his name. It was at my high school, H.G. Woodson, man. I had a ball that day. That was May 7th, May 17th. That was on Sugar Ray Leonard's birthday. I had just signed with Ray.
Yeah, yeah, I remember that fight, man. That takes me back, man, to when you first got started. I remember when you first started, used to try to get me to do it, but I was, basketball was my thing. And I never told you this. What made me want to join? We was at the ice cream truck, and you was throwing your combinations. We always say just have a combination, competition, and you threw yours better than mine. That's when I was like, man, I got to get in there. And I signed up and we ended up moving. Man, do you walk me back through those moments, man, when you remember when you first decided to go down there and just put that work in? Because everybody know boxing. You don't play boxing. That's a real sport.
It was just being able to learn a sport and be good at it. It's just like when I used to ride the bike and I learned how to pop a wheelie. But I wasn't able to master popping a wheelie like Dewey was able to do. He used to do the wheelie from one end of Pond Street to the other end. That's a whole block. That's like a damn near a quarter mile. He walking a wheelie. And I'm like, damn, he doing that wheelie. So I said, how you learn how to do? He said, practice, practice. So when I started boxing at 10 years old, you go in there, you spawn them other kids and you having fun. You get busted lip, busted nose. It didn't bother you and it didn't mean nothing, but it was just like, okay, I'll come back tomorrow. I'm going to practice some more. And one thing I can say that Kenny really taught me, when you leave the gym, you just don't go home and do nothing. You still got to go home and practice. So I said, what do you mean practice? He said, go in the bathroom, close the door, get in the mirror, and still practice on throwing your jab, your cross, your hook, and move your head like you shadow boxing. Look at yourself in the mirror. And man, from the time I got into boxing at 10 years old, I was doing that stuff all the way up till I was like 17 years old. Still going in my bathroom, doing the same thing. And then I started doing the dips on the back of the tub because they had the bleachers at the rec center. So when you're in the gym, you're on the bleachers, you're doing your dips, and you put your feet underneath the bleachers, you're doing your sit-ups. So he's like, well, when you go home, you still got to do your dips every day. That's going to build your shoulders up, and it's going to help you develop more punching power. Man, I was doing dips like crazy when I was a little kid.
At an early age.
Hey, Lou, you remember hanging off the side of the bed and doing these?
Yep.
Yeah.
Just stripping your neck up.
That's right.
Tony want to say, has boxing always been your passion?
I'm gonna say yes because I got into that was the first sport I started. But as I entered to high school and then I started looking at different looks of fashion, I wanted to be a model, but I didn't have the looks. I was dark skinned and I played rough, so I had scars on my body. I got a lot of scars, and I wasn't tall. So modeling, they want you light skinned. You gotta have a nice body, which I had the body, but you can't have no scars on your body. And I didn't have the looks. I wasn't light skinned, so I was like, okay, modeling is out for me. So I said, okay, well, if I can't be a model, I'm gonna be a fashion designer. Because my brother at that time was Michelangelo. He was a seamstress, and he was sewing at the time for the kids in the neighborhood. He was making clothes. And me, I love females, so that was my way of getting close to the girls.
Man, this dude here, man.
I'm keeping it real. Look,
I feel you.
If you can sew, you have no problem with having a young lady wanting something made.
Oh,
she gonna
there
come
you
to
go,
you.
Luke. Exactly.
And then at that time, if prom season was coming up, my 11th grade year, 12th grade year, I was already in sewing from my 10th grade year. I learned how to do it real good. I was making my outfits, linen outfits, pants and vests and jackets. I was like, man, okay, I'm gonna make a prom dress. So I made this young girl named Naomi. I made her prom dress. And then that was it. They seen the work that I did. I had prom dresses coming in every year after that.
Oh, that's good, man. Everybody coming up in here now. Miss Sexy, Monica, Tony, Eric. Monica say, as she always tell everybody that come on here, champ, you got to put both of your knuckles up to the cameras, man. She want to see them knuckles. Y'all put them up to the camera.
They not messed up yet.
You said yeah.
You see him, Monica? There you go. He say they ain't messed up, man. Mr. Man said that's an exclusive there, man. Oh man, you ain't missed them knuckles. Man, look, 86 fights, man. That's a lot of fights, champ. How you do it?
We're working on 87 in May.
87. Oh, how you do it, man? How you keep up, man, with these youngsters, man?
Hopefully, the young fighter Outlaw from the DMV, if he agreed to fight me, y'all gonna see me get down again, man.
I love it. I love it, man. I love it. The fact that you're still in the game. You put it to the thing where you're saying, I say when I get out, nobody else. And I like that, man. But I'm going to ask you this question, man. When did Chop know he made it? Whether it was a sparring session with somebody that was like up in the upper echelon or, you know, just a fight. When did Chop know he made it and he was going to make it?
I think it was after I turned pro in 96. I got the first opportunity to go to training camp to work with a legend, my idol, Pernell Whitaker. And just working with him, talking to him, and him showing me stuff in the gym. And he like, Chop, it's a rhythm. You got to find your rhythm when you in there. And I'm like, what you mean? He was like, listen to this music. And he put on some music. And it was an artist by the name of Solo, an R&B artist. And he was like, listen to it. He was like, find your rhythm when you in there. And I'm watching Pernell while the music playing, and he in there moving and grooving to the music like he was dancing. And I said, I see what you're talking about. He said, yeah, that's your rhythm that you got to find when you're in there. He said, once you find your rhythm, you can fight at your pace. You don't have to fight at your opponent's pace. And he said, when we spar, you got to find your rhythm, man. He would find his rhythm while we were in there sparring, and I see him doing movements as the music was playing, and I would try to dance with him with the music and catch him with shots, but he was just flowing too much where he would just use the shoulder or he'll pull back, and I was like, damn, it's like art.
Damn. Pernell, Sweet Pea, man. I know that had to be something right there, man. Eric say, champ, do you have any son interested in fighting?
I got 3 great fighters. They baby boys. They up and coming. My 9-year-old, he's not in the gym right now because he's not with me. I'm not in the house where he's at. I got a 21-year-old southpaw, great talent. But this sport right here, you can't play this sport.
Yeah.
My own blood. I can't train you if you're going to play it. You got to give it your all because you can get hurt in this shit, man. If you're going to be out there drinking, smoking, I can't fuck with you. And I can't train my sons when they fucking around in the streets like that. I don't drink, I don't smoke. So why should you do it? I tried it. I'm in my 20s. I tried that drinking. That shit tastes nasty. alcohol tastes nasty. I tried to when I used to go to the go-go, and like, Chop, you can't have none of this. Let me hit that blunt, man. Nah, you can't have none of this. So I was sneak. I tried to smoking the weed shit. I tried it, but I knew what I wanted. I wanted my career. Fuck getting high. I can do that shit when I retire. So I say, either I'm gonna become something, or I'm gonna be like the rest of these guys out here, going to the go-go, drinking, being nothing at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And that's when the decision time come in. You had a decision to go left, I mean drinking and smoking, but you decided to go right and keep training and doing what you're doing, man. And I think that's what the younger generation, I think they need to take more heed to it. So now that I'm on younger generation, what do you think, like Jaleel Hackett, Tank Davis, these younger guys, when you see them coming up, what's your thoughts on them?
I look at Jaleel like a little brother to me, because I worked with him many times as he was coming up in the amateurs, and we sparred, and like a son. And his dad, me and Bernard, we grew up together. Great talent. The kid got a lot of experience up underneath him. He can fight, and his dad gonna make sure he keep his head on the swivel. It's a different thing when you mention Tank. That's a different ball game right there. That young fighter right there, he's like a Mike Tyson, and he puts fear in a lot of his opponents because of his explosive power. But on top of that, he's not disciplined. And if someone can talk to him and mentor to him, he'll be bigger than what he is now. He's an icon. He's a billboard. Yeah. He's like a Mayweather. He's another version of Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah. He never lied.
He don't know it though. He don't know it. He don't know how much he's worth. He don't know his worth yet. And it's sad because it may be too late when he find out what he's really worth.
Yeah, I hear you, man. You right. They got to do it now because time don't wait on nobody, champ. We all know that shit. Time don't wait on nobody. Mr. Man say, tell champ Hank Lundy looking for some bump.
Hey. Hank can make 135. We can do that rematch. Let's make it happen.
Hey, man, he came on here. He said, anybody come on here, tell him I want some bump. And whoever it is, he said, I will make whatever he want to. Hank talk, man. That was a hell of a show. Hank was talking big shit, man.
Yeah, Hank cool.
Yeah.
Hank be riding that motorcycle. He better put that gear on.
Yeah. Oh, man. Monica say, those knuckles are lethal. My God, the hardest knuckles I saw so far.
Nah, my hand's okay. She got me looking at my knuckles now.
He like this. Hold up, I thought they was pretty.
Exactly. Hey, look, man. I got some. Okay. 2 fights. Describe them. Zab Judah, Floyd Money Mayweather. What's the difference? Describe them.
What's the difference? Floyd is on a different level when it comes to this boxing game. His IQ, and he been doing it since he was like 4 or 5 years old as a baby. And his program, he's been programmed to fight the backwards way. And we've been programmed to fight the regular way. And he mastered fighting the backwards way. And when I say the backwards way, if you catch a punch with your right hand, we always know if I catch a punch with this hand, I'm going to hit you with the opposite hand. Floyd is programmed the opposite way. If he catch a punch with the right hand, he's going to come back with that right hand. Because we always looking for the opposite punch. We're not expecting that person to come back with the punch that you catch with. And if you look at his mid work, he does that. And he's programmed. That's how he fight now.
Zab Judah.
Zab, when we fought each other, that motherfucker was fast as lightning, boy. I ain't gonna lie, man. And the fight happened because of we got into an altercation in 2003 at the Bernard Hopkins fight in New Jersey. He sucker punched me in a press conference, and Don King and everybody broke it up. Said, man, why y'all fighting and not getting paid? Let's make the fight and make the money. So immediately, I started training 6 months ahead of time for that motherfucker. I'm working from January to July. I'm training for Zab ass. I'm gonna get him. You ain't gonna sucker punch a nigga from DC and think he gonna let you get away with it.
Exactly. Hey, look, Lewis just said that. I mean, about 2 months ago, remember you said that, Lewis? You said, you sucker punch me, nigga, you better run for life, because I'm coming to get your ass.
We'll catch you slipping. No joke.
I said, I'm gonna take this one to the grave. Until I die, I'm gonna get you. And it took me from 2003 to 2014.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
2014, Floyd was getting ready for the Pacquiao fight, and Zab asked for some work that day. I tried to beat the dog shit out of Zab in the gym, in Mayweather gym.
Oh man,
he only gave me 2 rounds because they were like, "Chop, why you going so hard?" I said, "Look, we cool outside the ring, but when you get in this ring with me, I'm trying to fuck you up." And it was personal because of what happened in 2003.
Mm-hmm.
So everybody heard about the spawn session, and then they called Floyd, and Floyd tried to make it to the gym to see the work. But Zab only gave me 2 rounds. So I talked to Floyd, said, "Floyd, can you do a rematch with me and Zab?" He said, "Yeah, I heard about the spawn." He said, "Yeah, I'll do the rematch, but you got to tell Zab, come talk to me and let me know that he want to do it."
Yeah.
So Zab was like, "Nah, I don't want to do no rematch." So I told him, I said, "Okay, you don't want to give me a rematch? I'm going to put it on social media that you scared." So now remember, he's from New York.
Yep.
I'm from DC. How you going to tell somebody from DC that's dangerous? Don't do that. That's dangerous. This is my mouth. I can do what the fuck I want to do. I went on social media, and it's about to be an anniversary coming up because April 11th was the day it happened. Next month. I said, "Yeah, man, Zab, we got finna spawn today, y'all." I put it on him. I said, "He a punk, he a pussy." I said, "He a punk, he a pussy, he a fake ass New Yorker. He's scared to give me a rematch." That was Friday. Man, that shit went viral. It was in Sports Illustrated magazine, came out in May 2014. They were like, "Yo, Chop, man, when you come in the gym, you better watch your back." I said, "Man, I ain't thinking about Zab. Zab better leave me the fuck alone." I still want him from what he did 13 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
He came in the gym and he kept posting, walking back and forth, back and forth. So I was waiting on Floyd to get in the gym because he may want to spar today. So when he got to the gym, he said, "I heard what happened with the spawn over the weekend." He said, "Chop, I don't want no mess at my gym." I said, "Floyd, I ain't got nothing to do with that, man. I ain't gonna start nothing." He said, "Now Zab out there." I said, "I know, I seen him," because we was in the locker room talking where we at now. I thought Floyd was saying Zab was still out there in the gym. He was telling me Zab was outside in the parking lot.
Mm-hmm.
He went from the gym. Now he's waiting for me in the parking lot. So I changed up. I told Floyd, "I'm going to put my bag in the car. I'll be back in." He said, "Okay, Zab out there." I said, "I seen him. I know he out there." I'm still thinking Zab is in the gym. I go outside. I'm going to my car. "Yo, Chop, let me holler at you." I turn around. It's Zab. Like, oh shit, he meant he outside. He waiting on me. So I was like, "What's up, Zab?" He like, "Yo, man, what's all this shit on social media? I'm a punk. I'm a bitch." I said, "Hold up, Zab. Let me stop you. I never disrespect you and called you no bitch. Because when you call a nigga a bitch,
that's different.
You ready to fucking fight. Those fighting words right there. You ain't gonna call me no bitch and think you ain't nothing gonna happen to you." I said, "I didn't call you no bitch, Zab. I said I called you a punk, a pussy, a fake ass New Yorker." And when I said that, he said "mother," and he couldn't get fucker out because I started firing.
Oh shit.
Oh.
I hit Zab with a couple shot, and Zab was on the ground. And then one of his homeboys run up on me. "Oh man, he just snuffed Zab." And so me and his homeboy in the parking lot about to get into it. And I look over, they get Zab up off the ground, and he go in his pocket and pull a knife off. Pop! that nigga snuffed me, I'm gonna kill him. So he started chasing me around the parking lot with a knife.
Shit.
So
You
I
can't
ain't know
make this shit up.
I ain't know who Usain Bolt was. But when I got to running, I felt like I was Usain Bolt. Cause I had on flip flops. You know how you get up in the morning, you go to the gym, you got your flip flops and shorts on. You ain't getting dressed yet until after you come out the house. Man, Zan
Yeah.
was chasing me with that knife. I kicked them flip flops off. I was flying across the black asphalt, running fast for my life. When I got finished running, I had no skin on the bottom of my feet. My shit was fucked up. That was the
Yeah.
Zab Judah incident, man. But we cool now. We put that shit behind us, man. We got kids to take care of. But when we sat down and apologized to each other, I said, Zab, I wasn't gonna hit you, but what you did to me in 2003, I couldn't let you get away with that. He like, Chop, but that was old. I'm like, I didn't care if it was 50 years old. I got to get you back. I said, we even now. I said, but if you would have caught me with when you had that knife, I said, you'd have been in jail. You'd have been away from your wife and kids, and I'd have been in the grave. I said, you would have killed me, and you'd have been in prison. He said, yeah, I sure would have, because I was going to try to kill you if I would have caught you.
Yeah. Vegas, too. Vegas don't play that. He'd have been done. He'd have been real done, man. But yeah, man, we got Chop Corley up in here talking, reminiscing. Y'all put them questions in the comment section. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Miss Section say, which of these boxers gave you great advice? Simon Brown, Maurice Blocker, William Joppy, Mark Johnson, or Ray Leonard?
Sugar Ray Leonard. That was my manager.
Yeah. I remember
that. That was my manager. Right as soon as I turned pro, my first 4 years, I was managed by Sugar Ray Leonard. I got a chance to spot Ray for the Hector Camacho fight. Wow. And I was trying to put it on Ray ass too, boy.
Man, you missed my boy. That's my boy.
You gotta try to put it on somebody when you in there with a legend like Sugar Ray Leonard, Pernell Whitaker, Frankie Randall, William Joppy, Mark Two Shop Johnson, Darryl Coley, Keith Holmes. Man, Spawn, all them guys, it just elevated my career, just made me want it more.
Well, you know what, Chop? Since you brought that up, man, we got a petition going, man. I'm telling you, we're going to get it done with the mayor. DC should have a boxing hall of fame. What you think?
100%.
Right.
Why we don't have one?
Exactly.
We gonna get the movement going, Chop. Me and Lewis, man, we've been talking about this for the last 3 or 4 months, probably longer, man. I just feel like DC fighters don't get the respect. It should have been done. We got to get the wheels moving.
They inaugurate all these fighters to fly out to the New York Boxing Hall of Fame.
Yep.
And recognize them in New York to the Hall of Fame, but they got Indiana, they got Atlanta City, they got Vegas, got one here. Why don't we have one?
I agree.
Exactly. We're gonna get that thing done. Kiki, email Miss Bowser, man. We got to get on the show. We got to get the mayor on the show, see what's going on, man. Forget that. See if we can get on the show for a couple of minutes. Lorenzo say, who has been your toughest opponent?
My toughest, I got to go with Lucas Matisse, the machine.
Matisse,
man.
Mother, woo, Lord.
Man. Look, when I was at the Lamont fight when he fought Lucas, and they was like, Chop, you fought Lucas. I was like, man, that damn machine, he put it on me. It was like I was in a tsunami, man. I said, it wasn't that I couldn't handle him. It was just he was too much for me. He was too big, too long, too strong. And we fought at 140 pounds. I was like, shit, I'm trying to fight this big motherfucker. I was hitting him with shots, and he just walking through them.
I remember that fight. You was Chop, you was hitting him with some soup bones, man. You was hitting him. You was hitting him with some soup bones, and he just kept on coming. He just kept on coming.
He walked through everything.
That was on Rocky. He said, I saw you hit that man like no man has ever been beat. And the man kept coming after you. We don't need no man like that. But I always respected Chop that you fought the best, man. You fought. Let's go back to 2003. I'm gonna give you the for people out there. I'm gonna give y'all a little contest. 2003 Zad, 2004 Mayweather, 2005 Cotto. These are all Hall of Fame fighters that you fought within a 3-year span, man. That's why I always take my hat off to you. And I would like to see resumes like that for these younger fighters. What's your thoughts on these younger fighters and their inability to get these fights lined up like I just lined your fights up?
These younger fighters got to be willing to agree to fight each other. And it's not so much the fighters, it's the managers and the promoters in the network now. If both fighters not connected with the same promoter, which is PBC, they promote now with Al Heyman, or either Bob Byrne, or either The Zone, or Triller, I said Thriller, but Triller, if they all not connected, if they don't have both fighters, it's going to be a problem for them fighters to fight each other. Like Tank got a problem if he wanted Lomachenko because Lomachenko's with Bob Byrne.
That's right.
Devin Haney's with The Zone. He can't do nothing with Tank because Tank is with TMT and PBC.
Man, we talk about it all the time.
A lot of bullshit in boxing, man.
The
a lot
comments,
of bullshit.
Yeah, exactly. We got a lot of comments coming through.
The fighters want to fight each other.
Yeah.
It ain't about the fighters. It's about the network and the promoters and the money situation. Fighters don't give a fuck. Fighters don't get paid, but they want to fight.
Exactly. We just seen that with Jamal Charlo and Jaime McGill. Austin De La Hoya fucked that up. So, I mean, it is what it is, man. I mean, it's just stupid, man. These promoters, man, I tell you, man. Monica say, what boxers today you see that have a familiar style or close to your style that you like? He's smiling.
He's smiling. He liked that question.
yeah, because I got to go with a southpaw. Tank, he's a comer. He coming. Tank has the style that I had, but I didn't have the power that Tank possessed. I'm a comer. I'm coming for you. Until you show me different, I'm going to keep coming. And if you show me different, then I'll go to the boxing. Then I'll use my style, Pernell Whitaker slickness and moveness and make you miss. But first off the break, I'm coming.
Oh, man. Mr. Burns say, F-Zab team. He said, F-Zab. Somebody. Shamar up in the house. What's going on, man? Oh, man, yeah. Miss Erk say that got a scariest thing when a fighter pull out a knife because both of y'all can run for miles.
Right. That's a good one.
Yeah. That's funny as shit, man.
Hey, when I talked to Zab about the incident, he said, man, I ain't know that joke was that fast. Barefooted. I ain't had no shoes on now. Remember.
That dude Chop was fast. I think we missed my brother Michael Peterson, man. Said, what's up, Chop? My man, first time Mayweather.
Tell Mike he got to do a flip for me when I see him.
Shout out to my brother Michael Peterson. What's
Mike,
up, champ?
You was all the way up top, man. Them comments start coming, champ. You know what I mean? That's why I tell y'all. That's why I tell them, Lou, they got a super chat or join members only. Then I can see it, man.
That's right. Hey, let me tell you, man, Chop was fast as a mother, but he couldn't outrun me. He used to always beat him. But you know what? This dude used to cheat. You know how you be like, ready, set, go. Chop would be saying go, and he already gone, man.
But I only got a good 30 seconds because I got asthma, Lou.
Yeah, I know.
Once that asthma kick in, I'm done.
Yeah, and that's why I took my hat off to you, man.
Let's ask. How is it fighting with asthma? What you got to do?
I control my asthma. I don't let asthma control me. I don't have an inhaler no more, and I know how to push myself, and I know when to pull back. Yeah, we went up to Mount Charleston about a month and a half ago. And we were running up there. They were, look, this is a 5-mile run that's going straight up. I said, well, I'm going to tell y'all right now, none of y'all got no inhaler, and none of y'all ain't gonna give me mouth to mouth, I'm doing 2.5 up and 2.5 back down.
Oh man.
Hey man, Ray John in the house. He said, "Tell Chop. Poopy said what's up."
Hey, tell Poopy I said what's up, and tell the family, everybody I said hello, man.
That's my man Poop.
Yeah.
Hope
Lorenzo
Street.
say, yep. Lorenzo say, Champ, when you fought Cotto, you had him body shot hurt, but the ref didn't stop him. I think you definitely got robbed on that one, on that fight.
Hey, if they wouldn't have robbed it, I don't think I would have made out of Puerto Rico any daggone way, because the day of the weigh-in, the day of the weigh-in, they had to lock a guy up because he was going to stab me. Because I was fighting Miguel Cotto. He said, I'm going to stab you. You ain't fighting now, fighter. They called security and they locked the nigga up. I was like, dang.
Yeah, they going hard like that?
Man, they believe in. Back then, Tito and Miguel Cotto, that was their idol.
I know, because did you see what they did to Bernard Hopkins when he pulled that Puerto Rican flag for Trinidad?
Oh, I'm surprised he made
get him up out of there, boy.
Hey, Lewis, that's a good point, because I remember when it happened. I said, I don't know how he made it back, because didn't he tear the flag up or something? He ripped it,
broke it, broke it down and threw it on the ground. Yeah, man, they chased his ass up out of there. I thought he was gone. Mr. Man said, hey, Chop, do you agree or disagree that fighters should call each other out? Oh, God.
I say yeah and no, because it ain't gonna make a difference. At the end of the day, the fighters ain't the ones who's putting the money up. It's the network and the sponsors. The fighters can talk all the trash they want to talk, but see, this new generation, they don't know how to talk and sell something. They get personal, man. You get the mouth into these jokers, nigga talking about, okay, and then his homeboy, I got that guy, yeah. I'm like, we just trying to sell a fight. You talking about killing a nigga now?
Yeah.
He ain't lying, man. He ain't lying.
And then they homeboys be all want to get into it. Like, man, he just trying to make a fight. It ain't that damn serious. You see a nigga in the mall, yeah, what's up now? We ain't at the press conference. What's up now? Nigga, that shit wasn't that serious.
Yeah.
You want to kill me over some shit that was being said? That's how they go, man.
Yeah, they be faking up, and these new dudes be faking, man. Eric say, Champ, what do you think about Shakur Stevenson?
Great talent. He's gonna be multiple champion after he beat this kid coming up next month. I think it is.
Wow. I
like to spar him. I like to spar him before I retire.
Wow. Speaking of retirement,
I got some names. Yeah, I got some names on my list. I'm trying to see before I retire, man.
Man, that's what I was gonna ask you, Chop. I was about to ask you, 86 fights. You about to get to 86. You say you want 90. Line this up for us, man. Line it up for us.
I want this May 28th date back home in the DMV to fight on this card. That'll make 87. And then I want to do a tune-up against a young prospect, up and coming, somebody out there. My biggest fight I like a shot at Tank, man. I have reasons though. One reason, he's a southpaw just like me. And Tank haven't been in there with no veteran with the experience
in the savvy
that I learned from a lot of old fighters. What you gonna do when you're not able to knock a person out who know how to just slide just enough past your punching power and catch you with shots?
You know, a lot them tried, but it ain't been no old savvy guy. But, you know, a lot them tried and they ain't make it, Champ. You know what I mean?
I know.
So, I don't know, Champ. I don't think that'll be good, man. I'm being honest, man.
When Tank fight a southpaw, I'm going to make sure I get a chance to get in camp with him because I want some spawn. I want some of that work. I want that work. Like these young say, I want that smoke.
Hey, Chop, you ain't gonna never change, man. You've been stubborn since Pond Street, and you still stubborn to this day, man. But I love it. I love it about you, man.
Big Ma'am up in the building say, what's up, buddy? Say, hey, champ, I ask all you champs the same question. Every time y'all come on, he asking them the same question. Who won the fight? Sugar Ray Leonard or Marvin Hagler? You're going to lose this one because he's going to say his man.
Ray is a very smart fighter. He stole the fight.
Man.
Hagler done enough work, but it's what pleases the crowd and what the judges see. They seen Ray showboating, flashy, and that stole the fight for Ray. He won rounds.
Yeah, exactly. See, there you go, Mel. Stop asking that same question because you keep getting the same results, man. Hey, Lou, you know what, man? I'm going to tell you what surprised me about Champ, Shorty. I did not know this. I shocked this shit out of me, Shorty. And when I mention this, I know it's going to shock a whole bunch of other motherfuckers about him. Dude, you tried bare knuckle fighting, man.
Yep.
And I was scheduled to go again, but the guy didn't want to fight me. I posted 4th to 12th for this month, March, just last week. But the kid didn't take the contract. They sent me a contract. I said, yeah, I'll fight.
That's crazy. Hey, Lewis, that's a good question, man.
I love to fight.
I see.
Yeah. And
that shit ain't no bullshit there, man.
Not, man. That's a great question, Lewis, because I had that down too later on. But now that we on it, what's the difference, Chop? Because when you got them gloves on, 8 ounce, 10 ounce, whatever your division holds, you got the cushion. When you take that first punch without that cushion, man, what was that like? Just let me know. What was that like, man?
Hey, Lou, you ain't gonna feel it because the adrenaline it's like you smoke some PC that boat. you ain't gonna feel nothing until after the fight. After the fight, then you feel the soreness on your hands, and you may feel some soreness where you got hit at. But it's a rush.
Wow.
But the thing is, when you're in there, you got to move your head and you got to throw your punches accurate. Try not to hit the joker in the head where you can break your hand.
Yeah. Man, I seen that, Lou. I was like, man, look at this nigga here.
Yeah. I had that question right here, man. That's crazy.
Yo, he's trying to fight everybody.
Hey, I was winning the fight, right? I was beating the mess out of the guy, Reggie Barnett. That joker slammed me in the 3rd round. He turned me over and body slammed me. When my back hit the canvas, boom. I said, I couldn't breathe. He got up. We started fighting some more. We finished the 4th round. That asthma kicked in. I'm like, yo, I can't breathe. Like, you got one more round. I'm like, nigga, I can't breathe. I ain't going another damn round. Stop this fight. My trainer who was working with me, like, you winning. I'm like, I don't give a fuck. I ain't going another round. I can't breathe.
They should have disqualified him or something, man. That's crazy.
That's what they should have did. They should have did that. Or called it a no contest.
Exactly, but man.
Everybody they try to match me up with is afraid to get in there with me. I like to fight, man.
Yeah, I see after that one. Lorenzo say, Champ, who you think is the best fighter in the lightweight division right now?
It's not just one, though. It's a couple of them. Until they all meet up and fight each other. Tank is at the list, the top number 1. Then you got Devin Haney. You got Lomachenko. You got, what's his name? George Kambosos, undisputed champion right now.
Y'all heard that? Champ said undisputed. So that rainbow belt Devin Haney don't mean nothing. You heard it from the champ. Now, don't get on me about this shit tomorrow. Champ said Kambosos is undisputed. So that rainbow shit Devin Haney got, you can't even count it. Go ahead, Champ. Oh, they gonna be mad at him tomorrow, boy.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny, man.
Hey, Chop, out of all the fights, out of 85 fights, man, which one do Chop say, man, I want that fight, or I gotta have that fight back before I retire? It could be anybody, young, in the younger days.
I can't even say I gotta have that fight back. I would love to have that fight back. Floyd Mayweather would not get in the fucking ring with me again ever. And I'm in his gym. He ain't gonna get in the ring with me, and I don't care if he weighs 154 pounds. He can't stop me from coming. I'll fuck him up.
Oh, Dirk, I know you listening. You hear that? Oh man, you know they on this channel. You heard that, Dirk? Chop said, "Tell Floyd he want that work, champ."
Floyd told me himself. He said, "Man, I ain't taking no punches unless I have to, and right now I ain't got to take no more. So I'm gonna do these exhibitions, and I'm gonna get this easy money."
Hey, no, can't be mad at him. He put the work in,
Not
deserves something
all.
like
Nope.
that. You can't be, man.
Yeah.
Irk said, "Go fight Ryan Garcia. He putting the bag on you, champ."
Ryan Garcia don't want no work.
I'll
fuck that youngin' up. He too young.
I put that money on. Hey, champ, I got that money on you, champ. I got that money on you.
Monica said, "Have you ever sparred with who is this? John Duplessis? Even though he retired a year before you came, he was one of our great in New Orleans."
John,
I never heard of him, Monica.
No, I don't think I ever heard of him.
I ain't never heard of him before. Ronald Miller in the building. He say, "Salute, Chop. Why did you and Joffrey get into it at the gym?" Tell us what's going on.
I didn't know.
Y'all went there. Okay. Joffrey he's not from DC. I'm cool with Joffrey.
He's from Philly.
He's from Maryland. He's from, I think, Seabrooks, Maryland.
Okay.
Yeah.
He uptown. He cool though. But when you start boasting and saying DC Jokers ain't this and DC Jokers ain't that, and he was referring to Keith Holmes, but you talk about Keith, you talking about me because we from Kenilworth in Paradise. So I'm like, man, y'all should just fight each other. And he was like, yeah, well, you should fight Sean Bay. I'm like, well, Sean Bay don't want to fight me. I said, you can't talk. You let a welterweight come up to the middle 160 and beat the shit out of you. And I was talking about Tito.
Yeah.
Boy, when I said that, he got in my face and said, yeah, but I got 1.something million. I said, I don't care how much you got. He whooped your ass. He said, but I'll whoop. He said, I'll whoop your little ass. And he had his finger in my face like this. I was like, first of all, you get your motherfucking hand out my face. You ain't gonna keep poking me, telling me what you're gonna do to me. And he said, what? And that joker hit me. Whop. And then I hit his ass back. Whop. And then we was fighting.
Damn, I didn't know this joint, man.
Oh,
good
question,
Ronald Miller. Where my pen at? Hey, Lewis, let me get my pen and take some of this shit down.
Hey, look, we're going to have to Google. Hey, Google, how many fights outside the ring Chop them been in? Hey, that's what we're going to have to do. Oh, God damn. I wish I was there. That would have been funny. Because we used to get on Joppy. Yeah, they ran his ass about it. He went to Philly, right? We're going to have him on here, too. I'm going to say, why you going to Philly, man?
Hey, there's another fight almost took place. We got into it. We had words. A lot of y'all don't know about this one though. Wait till I tell y'all. Me and Two Shop had words one time.
Shit.
Yeah, we had words one time. Yeah, it was about. I can't lie. You can't play boxing, and me being from the city, I tell the fucking truth. I ain't got to lie about shit. So they were doing an interview of Palmer Pop, a reporter, and he was asking me questions about our great champions. He was like, how's Keith Holmes? I like, Keith Holmes, he's an amazing fighter. He's great. WBC world champion. And then he went to Mark. I said, well, Mark Johnson, he's a Hall of Famer. He's a legend. I said, he would be a better fighter. Me speaking the truth, I said, Mark would be a better fighter if he would stop the clubbing and the drinking. And boy, that shit went in the KO magazine, and that's when they had KO magazine at the 7-Eleven. Man, they seen that article I did. Mark pulled up on me at the gym at the Palmer Park fight. Yo, Chop, he had the magazine with him. let me holler at you. I said, what's up, Mark? You know how he talk real fast. Yo, let me holler at you. Yo, man, what's this shit you in the magazine talking about? I'll be a better fighter if I stop the drinking in the club and shit. I said, Mark, I was just telling the truth, motherfucker. But that ain't for you to say about me. I like, nigga, I'm just telling the truth. If you wasn't out clubbing at the go-go and shit and drinking, you wouldn't have lost your last fight. I said, so what, you gonna get mad? I'm telling the truth. Nah, but you shouldn't be running your motherfucking mouth. I was like, Mark, it ain't that serious. It's just the truth. And then one of his homeboys like, Mark, don't even worry about it, man. That's what it was.
That's one of them things, man. You spoke your mind. A lot of people can't handle the truth, you know, and that's one thing that I think a lot of people need to get better at. You know, when you give them assessment, they looking at like you taking the shot at them. You're in a profession with a guy who needs to be taking it more serious because you don't play boxing. So I get it.
And he's a fighter that I look up to. He's a fucking I spar with the damn legend. That's just like when Pernell told me the shit he was when he was my mentor. I stayed with that man for 4 months in camp. And I asked him questions like, Pernell, why you do the things you do? And he like, Chop, when you reach this level of boxing, you already accomplished everything that you wanted in life. You just want to relax and live your life and do the things that you're comfortable doing. I said, I understand that, Pernell, but after we train and finish working out, we go eat. You drinking a Corona beer, and then you have your Hennessy also. He said, yeah, I have my drink and I drink my Hennessy, but I made it already. He said, until then, I wasn't doing this. But once I made it, he's a multiple-time world champion, Hall of Famer. He said, Chop, once you make it and you okay financially, you can do what you want to do. And I understood what he was saying. And he said, but one thing he told me, he said, I don't want you to drink and smoke. Don't do the things you see me do. And that wasn't the only thing Pernell was doing, the drinking. We know he used to do drugs. Being from Kenilworth, D.C., you know when a nigga walking around is 85 degrees in Vero Beach, Florida, and you...
Oh, yeah. Exactly.
What the hell wrong with you? I got a cold. Okay. Right, you got a cold. Nigga, I'm from the project. I know what's wrong.
Yes, sir.
Exactly, man. I mean, we got Chop telling all the stories. People telling he didn't even want to tell us that dropping story. So come on back up in here and tell some more of these stories he didn't want to tell us, y'all. Hit the like button while you're in here, man. Eric say, Champ, what do you do on the problem with Devin Haney punching power in his technique, lack of rotation of the hips, or does he just not have it? He don't have it.
I'm not going to say he don't have it. I'm not going to say Devin don't have it. I've been in camp with him for his last fight with JoJo Diaz. And I'm going to go back further before I went in camp with Devin. I sparred Devin a couple weeks before me and Zab Judah had the incident in the parking lot here at Mayweather Gym. Devin dad came over to the gym and he's like, yo, I want to get some work for my son. And he knew I was in the gym working with Floyd for the Pacquiao fight. And he said, Chop, can you give my son some work? I said, yeah, I work with your son. I ain't got no problem. He said, I'm going to bring him in tomorrow. So that's cool. He said, now, Chop, I don't want you to hold back on him. I want you to bring that shit. I said, okay. He said, I need to know where he at. And Dad was like 14 years old then, 14 or 15 years old. Man, when I worked with Devin, we did 6 rounds. It was hot as hell in that motherfucking gym. Floyd keep it hot, 100 degrees. Man, we worked. That little motherfucker was like a common copy of fighting Floyd over.
Damn.
Without the punching power. His IQ, his ring generalship, his movement, he was moving and he was making me miss and getting out the way. Just like Floyd did back when we fought in 2004. I was like, damn, this little motherfucker quick, just like Floyd. So when we got a chance to spar for the JoJo fight, I said, okay, I know he got the quickness, so I'm gonna have to try to set traps for his ass. And me being a veteran, I was putting pressure on him. I was hitting him with some shots. When I set the trap, I'm setting the trap so I can get him with that right hook. Devin is like a fucking rabbit. You know how them rabbits they be dotting and they dotting. Man, that little motherfucker, he make a move and I'm trying to set the trap. And as soon as I set that bitch, that motherfucker dot out that hole and I couldn't catch her with that hook. But it was some great work, and I love to work with him again. If he fight Tank, I know I'll get a chance to work with him again.
Yeah, he gonna need all the help he can get.
Yeah, fight Tank. That's gonna be a tough task right there. Man. Anybody fight Tank.
That nigga going night. You can run, you can't keep Tank off you. Them little pillows, man. Tank gonna bang his ass out. Yeah. I give a late round stop.
I would say he gonna definitely have to get a nutrition, get a strength and conditioning trainer, and he gonna have to bulk up and get stronger and build punching power.
Okay.
Because speed ain't everything when you into boxing. You got to be able to drop some hot shit also. Because if you in there with someone that can drop that hot shit, he can do some dirty shit to make you not move like Cotto did. Cotto hit me on my hip and my shit went numb. I took a knee. That slowed my movement down. Tank can drop some hot shit and hit your ass on the hip, and the ref can say, bring it up. But the next 3 rounds, your shit fucked up where you can't move the way you want to.
Okay.
And then Tank gonna drop that motherfucking hammer and get you out of there.
Well, we don't call it a hammer on this show. We call it the life-threatening uppercut.
That's what we call it. Hey, look, we got that name right here at the Rebuttal Entertainment, man.
Big Dog made that up. Life-threatening uppercut. Lorenzo say, champ, who's your top 5 all time?
That I fought?
No, just the top 5 all time.
Of our fighters? Of all time?
Of all time.
I gotta go with Sugar Ray Robinson first. That's one of my idols. That man, he's amazing. I go him, then Muhammad Ali. Sugar Ray Leonard, number 3. Marvin Hagler, number 4. Pernell Whitaker, number 5.
There you go. Monica still trying to get this Super D John Dimple stuff. Super D John Dimple. They call him Super D. Don't know who that is.
Yeah, read that on radio.
It's like Mr. Man said, you and Mark would have been a hell of a scrap, champ. 2 southpaws.
Yeah, but he was too small.
He was too small. Yeah, Chop ain't. Exactly. He can make weight, but he can't make that weight.
Hey, yeah, Zach. Tony said, what will life look like for you once you retire?
Chop Kitchen. I'm gonna be in somebody's camera on somebody's network doing some Chop Kitchen cooking, training fighters, man. Strength and conditioning, helping fighters eat better, man, because at the end of the day, you have to live and you want to eat right and not eat the wrong shit that's going to make you blow up and be big and out of the way. I look at Sean Bay Mitchell. He fought at 140 pounds with me. He's probably 200 pounds right now. Keith Holmes, he's still at his weight where he walk around in 160, 168. Yeah. He's a vegan, so he's taking care of his body. Joppy's about 200 pounds or 190. The fighters, I don't want them to get out of this business and go into life just not thinking about their health.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie, Chop. I follow you, man, and I always followed you. And I always steal some of your recipes. I ain't gonna tell nobody. When I see you in the kitchen, I see you putting the pork chop with the pork, with the broccoli and the cornbread in the morning. I be doing that, so I be stealing some of your recipes because I get you because you get it, you want to live.
I'm gonna do a cookbook eventually.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a cookbook.
You should, man.
We
You got some
most
hell of a
likely
recipes.
we're gonna do a documentary. I mean, I'm blessed because I don't supposed to be here right now talking to y'all. And by the grace of God, I've been shot twice, and for some reason God give me visions. I had a dream. I'm in a shootout, November 25th. This is on a Tuesday. I'm living on Anacostia Road, Southeast. I'm asleep. In my dream, I'm in a shootout. I'm on Minnesota Avenue shooting. I get shot. I got hit in the chest. I got hit in the head. I fell down, rolled under the car. The next day, Wednesday, I go to the gym, round one, off of Ritchie Road. I'm telling Joppy, James Baker, Sean Bay, and them about my dream on the 26th of November, the next day. That evening, I go pick up my son up Ridge Road from daycare, drop him off in the house by the discount mart. I come out the house to go back out Kenilworth because I wanted to go back around the way and have fun. Jokers run up on me. Give me your 80 coat when I got in the car. They shoot through the car windows. I jump out the car. I'm running with the EB on. The jump's so heavy, I take it off. When I take it off, I get hit in the back, in my spine, and in my left leg.
Damn.
So when you have a vision that you're in a shootout one night, and then the next day, you literally in a shootout and you getting shot. That makes you look at life and it make you feel some type of way like you're not supposed to be here, but you're here for a reason. And then God blessed me with so many
Exactly.
children to show, look, there's a different way to live. You don't have to live this street life and walk around with your pants hanging off your ass and carry guns and be a smoker and a drinker.
Gotcha,
Yeah,
man.
that's tough, man.
Hey,
Lewis,
they show
stories
it.
I never knew.
Exactly. Oh man, hit the like button, everybody. Top in the building. You know we can't hold them forever, man. We can't hold them forever, man.
That's
But
right.
the kitchen is calling.
That's
Yeah,
right.
exactly. Boston Thues is in here. We ain't seen him in. That's UK finest top. He know everything. Probably know your life story, everything, man. That's our guy, Boston Thues. He say, "What's up, top, man?" He from UK, Scott.
Ain't nothing much, man.
Yeah.
That's right.
Vonna say, Top, how do you rate DC trainers versus the trainers you work with around the world?
I never worked with no other trainers outside of the DMV besides Jeff Mayweather, and Roger Mayweather. Now my assistant, he's not my trainer who I got now. He's an assistant. I don't have a trainer. I have an assistant because I've been in this game for so long, and I just need them eyes to see little stuff. But the trainers back home are great, and they need to be more stricter and harder on these damn fighters and stop letting the fighters do what the fuck they want to do at the end of the day. If my job to train you, it's your job to listen. And if you don't want to listen, then you need to find someone else. But see, most trainers don't want the fighter to leave them because they're looking at, I got to get paid, so I got to let him do this, I got to let him do that. It's bullshit. The fighter that I was working with, that y'all was getting ready to do his pro debut out of Cincinnati, he's from Ohio. He's a great prospect. He's getting ready for his pro debut next month. I was training him, but I'm not training him no more. He was staying with me for the last 5 months. He just moved out today, and he got someone else. Joel Casamayor is training him. He's a southpaw. His name is,
Casamayor.
And Casimir was another great fighter. He's a southpaw, and the fighter that I was training is a southpaw. He got 180 some amateur fights, 150 some wins, and he can fight. And that's all he can do is fight. But I try to mentor to him and tell him boxing ain't everything. You got to have a plan B and a plan C outside of boxing. And he's only 22 years old. He's a kid, and it's hard trying to discipline and help someone when they only think boxing. You need a job also on top of boxing, because you get hurt in a fight and you can't fight for 6 months, what the heck you gonna do?
That's right.
So,
That's right.
Hey, so Chop, you fought Castile Clayton. Your last loss. How is he? And do he have any chance against Boots? Any chance?
Oh my God, that was the fight I went to Canada and fought, and I had the 4 rows of quarters. I wasn't no damn welterweight. I took the fight. The
Exactly.
money was right. I knew I can outbox his ass if we make it the distance. And when he caught me in the 5th round, he hit me in the back of the head. I think that fight on YouTube also. I said, fuck, what the heck I'm gonna get up for? He already bigger than me. He hit me in the back of the head. I'm gonna take the easy way out. I'm gonna stay my ass right here. You can go ahead and count me out. Let me get my money.
That's right.
You think he got any chance with Boots?
Fuck no.
You see how he said back like no.
High temp. Hey, look,
right,
we had a high tempo boy, Luke.
Yo,
I gotta sit up on this one.
Boots gonna stop that joker.
Yeah. Oh man.
Bet the knockout. Bet the knockout on that.
I am. You know, I'm a betting man.
Right.
Look, let me read some of these comments off though, Lou. Mr. Man say, "Hey Chop, this is Devin Haney hate channel. The Rebuttal Entertainment don't like this." I ain't no Devin Haney hate channel. Stop it, man. Shamar say, "Great episode." Monica say, "Yes, Lord. The story, the same Lifetime Woman channel. They going in it." Vonjo say, "Chop, God did a good job with you, Holmes." And Bottom through to say the only fighter in history to win a world championship on 4 to 5 day notice. Throwback fight. See, I told you he know everything, baby. You know what I mean? And Tony Stewart say, you should have beat Floyd, bro. Good try though. Much respect.
My man, ahead, shout out to my man Spoon.
Go ahead, Luke.
No doubt.
Man.
Yeah, I know Champ got it ready to go. I wanted to give him a chop.
Nah, I'm good.
Okay.
I'm look, hey, I'm in Floyd locker room. I'm in the locker room. See,
okay.
I'm good.
Hey, look, my question, man. What was your biggest accomplishment out of everything? Whether it could be sewing, cooking, boxing. What's your biggest accomplishment in life?
In life, I gotta say it's going to be 2. Then the first one will be God blessing me to live, because I should have been paralyzed or gone from that spine. I got hit in my spine, and I had to sign a waiver for them to take the bullet out, because I knew if they would have left the bullet in me, I would have never boxed again.
Yep.
I had just turned pro in 96. I get shot in 97. My career was over. And if you look at the calendar and look at BoxRec, I got shot November 26, 1997. Look at 1998 and see when I entered back in the ring.
Damn.
How soon I fought again.
Yeah, that's dedication right there, champ. I didn't even know it. I thought you took like 2 or 3 years off. That's big, man. That's big.
Nah, I was back in the ring within 5 months. I fought.
Oh man, I hear that, man. That's how you do it, though, man. You know, once you heal up, dude, you know they right back in the ring, man. They ain't playing that stuff, man.
Especially Chop, man. Chop always had that
I wasn't even waiting to heal up. I was in the gym with crutches, hitting the bag. Wasn't nothing wrong with my legs besides the bullet. I had a bullet in my leg. They took that out and the one out my back so I could hit the bag. I was just limping.
Man,
wow,
that's crazy. Champ, I always ask people this question, man. You know, I mean, they love this question. What do you think makes a boxer great?
Can it be more than just one thing? Can it be a couple of things?
Yeah, sure.
I would say first, his accomplishments, his achievements and accomplishments in life throughout his boxing career, and then his lifestyle of living, and what doors he have opened throughout his career to help other people.
I like that. You can't argue with that, Lewis. You cannot argue with that, man. So, Champ,
Exactly,
I got a question for you, man. Earl Spence and Terrence Crawford, right? We go back and forth on the show about this. That's a fight that I want to see. I got a second on my list, second to Joshua and Wilder. Do you think this fight will ever happen? And do you think politics will prevent it? Because like you said earlier, these guys want to fight each other, but you got other things that's preventing it. You think politics is going to hurt that fight and make it not happen?
The first one, the Crawford and Earl.
Mm-hmm.
I like both of them. I don't know if Earl will ever be 100% from that car crash. But if it was the Earl before that and him and Crawford fought, I would get Earl to beat him. Earl would beat Crawford if he would have never had the car accident and the eye injury that did attack rectum. But now, due to those two things that happened in Earl's life, I lead towards Crawford for this fight if it ever happened.
Okay, we've been saying the
How
same
you think
thing.
he look against Ugard?
That's going to be a very tough fight. That's going to be because Ugard is a very Cuban aqua fighter. Yeah, and he punched way better than Sean Porter.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. KG44 up in the house. You talk about Terrence Crawford. Their butt boys always come around. Here go one of them right here. KG44. You know what I mean? He's like, "What's up, champ?" from Barely Camp.
I know that's right.
Oh man.
Oh man. Von John say, "That's what I said, home. A big blessing on you." Yeah, man. Yes, they coming in, man. Y'all come in too late now. You know what I mean? Bob the Thunder say, how high would you put Junior Witter on a list of all the great fighters you shared the ring with?
Which Junior Witter he talking about? The one from the UK?
I guess it. Yeah, you know it. He's from UK, man. So that's what we're talking about.
yeah.
Tell him now. Go ahead and tell him, champ.
Yeah, he got me for that WBC title at 140. Yeah, he pulled. If that fight was in the US, he wouldn't have won that fight. Yeah, but how would I put him on the list? From 1 to 10, I give him a 4.5.
Okay, you can't argue with that. Hey, look, the champ said it before. That's what it is.
Hey, Lou, champ, no, I just tell y'all, you go over UK, you see what just happened to John Taylor. You ain't gonna win no matches over there, man. You know what I mean? Y'all, hey, champ, I tell them all the time, they can say whatever they want, man. Devin Haney go over there and fight Ken Bowles in Australia, he ain't gonna win. He gonna have to beat that dude to a pulp to win that fight. The judge is gonna, man, come on, tell him that.
Yeah, possibly he may not get the decision unless he get a knockdown. And he really got to beat the shit out of Kambosa.
Yeah.
And Kambosa is a motherfucker that you just ain't gonna beat the shit out that damn guy. He's coming to fight.
Lying about that. Ain't lying.
They got a date for that fight yet?
They ain't no. Lomachenko just left Ukraine. He might be coming back and get his fight. Man, this shit crazy, man. You can't make this stuff up. Look who in the building. The money team. Dirk Curry. But we ain't messing with Dirk until he get my media credentials. Like I told Leonard on Twitter. Where Leonard else be at? You know what I mean, Dirk? Leonard talking about he screamed. I said, well, I want my media credentials. Dirk say, what's up, fellas? My man Chop in the house.
That's right. What's up, Dirk? Hey, Chop.
Oh, man.
I got something for you, man. I'm giving you 3 things. I say, Chop, I'm putting you in charge of boxing, and I want you to clean this shit up. Matter of fact, I ain't gonna give you 3. I'm giving you 4 or 5 ways to do it. What you gonna clean up, Chop?
Get some real coaches in there that's gonna be coaches and not yes men.
Okay.
That's one. And then I will go with the kids. I have to mentor to the kids first before they can even start boxing because it's about discipline. And then 3, education. Your school's got to be on point. You just can't be coming to the gym because you can fight. Nigga, you need to know how to read and write also. And then the last one, you got to be able to market yourself. If you're going to make it in boxing, if you can't market yourself in front of a camera and speak in front of a camera, you're not going to have a great career. Nobody's going to want to get behind you and put the camera in front of your face and give you no endorsements or none of that. And that's what a lot of fighters lack when it comes to that extra money.
Yeah. Look, you see how everybody we had on here? Go ahead, Chop.
AB he could have been a billionaire.
I totally agree.
His name is AB the Problem. They already got a listen to this. They got a device out there already. All you had to do is go over to one of them countries and have them to create another device and call it the Problem Solver.
Yeah.
You go to Walmart, the store, they sell devices right now. Become a role model. You got kids already. Become a role model. Mentor to kids in school. Create the device called the Problem Solver. They already got a fucking calculator. Have them to create a device to help with English, science, language, history. They already got the calculator for math. Become a role model. Mentor to kids. I got the Problem Solver right here. They're going to be selling this shit in every damn store.
You ain't lying, man. Advertising everything.
Exactly. Look, you see how every boxer we had on here was different? You know what I mean? He ain't say, steroid check every day, every land then, get the judges out the way. He went occasional route on them. You know what I mean?
He went to the basic stuff, the basic stuff, man.
It.
That's what I like, man. You got a different mindset when you bring the boxers in here, man. And I really appreciate the champ for giving his honest opinion. Champ, hey, Chop always been straight up, man. You know where you stand with Chop, man. Always.
I ain't got no cut card. I'm gonna keep it straight. You ask me a question, you gonna get the truth. I ain't got time to lie for what. I did enough lying, and they got me a lot of ass whoopings over the years from my mother.
Yeah, your mom ain't play that shit. She ain't played, boy. Mama ain't played.
Monica say, "Who hit you the hardest, champ?"
In the fight?
Yeah.
I got to go with Freddie Hernandez. When I took that fight on Showtime, scheduled for 10 rounds, but he hit me in the 5th. I was winning the fight again. But that welterweight caught my ass with that overhand right. I went down. I said, damn. He caught me. And when you hit the canvas, right, you sit on your ass and you feel a tingle in your leg. I felt that tingle. I said, fuck. I ain't getting up. I got 5 more rounds to go.
Oh man,
catch me again.
Funny as shit.
That's a good one.
Oh man,
Lorenzo say champ. He may catch me again.
Exactly. He say, champ, do you think Booth's ready for Crawford or Spence?
Next year, because Crawford trying to get this Earl fight. Let them debate if he gonna fight Earl or not this year. If not, Bud gonna fight somebody else because Bud is a free agent now, so he just shopping himself around trying to get the right money.
Don't nobody want him, Chop. Don't nobody want him. Don't nobody want him, Chop.
I don't know why the Bud can fight.
Yeah, he can fight, but he can't sell. He can't sell and make money. Matchroom say, no, he can't. We don't want him. He can't sell him. I can't market him.
So, Chop, if you're in that position, the Terrence Crawford position right now, how you gonna navigate through that to get that fight?
Get the Earl fight?
Yeah, the Earl Spence fight.
You gotta come out. If it was me, I would come to agreement on the purse, and then I would get my money on the back end. But see, like you said, he's not marketable. So the merchandise. When it comes to merchandise and product, that's a lot of money to be made. But if you're not marketable, no one is gonna buy your shit.
Yep.
So if you can't reach an agreement on the purse and go 60-40, and Crawford take the percentage off the merchandise and get it that way, Let's see if he can work it another way. As far as ticket sales, he's not selling tickets neither.
Yeah, we can't make it up. Oh, we
Uh-oh.
made the champ disappear. But no, hey, Lewis, it's funny to say that because you said this. We said the same thing, man. He's not marketable, and it don't make sense. I think I've said he should take 60-40 or 55-45 and try to make that money up some other way. Chop had a good point because just think about it. The fight's got to happen, and certain sacrifices going to have to be made because if it's not, then we're not going to have no fight.
Exactly. But his ego and pride is going to get in the way. And Turn Crawford fan be thinking we be talking about him, but we don't be talking about. We just be spitting. I be speaking facts. I mean, he ain't marketable. Don't nobody want to sign him. So he got to give up something. You know how they say you got to give up something to get something?
Yeah, exactly.
He got to give up something, man. You know what I mean? Take a 2-fight deal or something, man. You know what I mean? So one way or the other, he going to have to sign with somebody. And then he's still going to have to give up something. So Chop phone probably went out. We know we had him on here for an hour 30 minutes, chilling and talking, man. You know what I mean?
Exactly. That's right. If you just getting in here, start off by dropping a like, man. We in here with 7-time champion, man, Demarcus Chop Corley. He hit a Houdini on us. His phone must have went out, but he'll be back. Come on in, man. But close the show, put your questions in, and come on in, man. Chop it up with the champ. Let's get it.
Yeah. Dirk sneak in and sneak out, Lou. He ain't answering my question. I'll be in Vegas, champ. I'm gonna see you. He probably ain't in Vegas. He in DC somewhere, man. But yeah, man, Champ had a long fucking career, 86 fights, man. Now we know how we always say, Lou, they done fought everybody. He truly done fought everybody.
Right. And just think about that run I just said, Lewis, from 2003. 2004 and 2005. You could look at a resume and you probably never see one like that in a good little while because when he fought these guys, all these guys were in their prime. They wasn't busted up. They wasn't on the tail end of their career. 2003 Zab Judah, 2004 Mayweather, 2005 Cotto. And he gave all of them a run for their money, man. I think he probably hit Floyd the hardest he ever been hit.
Yeah, him and Shane Mosley.
Yeah. So I'll take my hat off just for that streak right there, man. It just lets you know that he wants to fight the best.
Exactly. And then if you go look at the back end of the career, like I just said, he fighting Castile Clayton. He done fought Hank Lundy. He done fought all them guys. And Castile Clayton about to fight Boots Ennis. So he's still fighting the young guns and he's old. You know what I mean? I mean, come on, man. That's what we need to start mentioning. Chop, man.
Right.
I mean, we always talking about who? Josecito Lopez done fought everybody. Shit, Chop Corley done fought everybody.
Everybody. And Devin Alexander, Lucas Matiste, Junior Witter, Randall Bailey. Like, I just named the three that were like, you know, like on the top echelon. But these other guys, man, they were right up there too. Devin Alexander was, at that time, he was one of the hot prospects at 140 when he fought him. So you got to give him kudos for that, man.
Exactly. Tony had came in before he cut off. Say, great interview, champ. Thank you for the blessing us tonight. Monica said, yes, Miss Tony. I agree. Man. I mean, they done told us stuff we ain't even know, man. I mean, shoot, man. History, man. History is, man, it's crazy, man. You know, Lou. He saved himself with the bullet shots, you know, getting shot, man. Still fought, man. Come on, man. We got to get us a damn Boxing Hall of Fame. Mel Bowser, we coming. We coming. You better win that re-election. If not, we going to somebody else, man. So,
damn, Louis, you just gonna twitch off just like that?
Man, just like that shit. But one of them mayors in DC, whoever win the Teddy Count, we're gonna put a Boxing Hall of Fame for these great boxers in DC, man. I mean, boxing Tuesday, anytime, anyone, anywhere, proper old school fighters don't make them like Chop anymore. Exactly, boxing Tuesday. Glad to see you, champ. You know, you've been busy, man, but you know, thanks for coming on, man. Tony Tuesday, Chop versus Lamont. Who you got?
Hey, look, I'll tell you this though. That sparring session back in 2002, when Chop, we was at Riddick Bowe's gym, and they was getting it. They was boogieing. Lamont was a little younger, but Chop was showing them the ropes, man. They was getting it. I could say that I was right there for that sparring session.
And Riddick Bowe Gym?
They was getting it in.
And Riddick Bowe Gym?
Yeah, at his house. He had one at his house.
He ain't charge our cover charge?
Man, nah, but when I came in there, I'll never forget, he was like, "Who was this chump?" And I was looking like, "He don't even know me." He's a jokester. He was like, "Who was this chump?" And he knew I was Lamar brother, but he was just cracking the joke. And I'm saying to myself, like, you know me, Lewis, I'm quick to come back. I was like, I don't know if I want to come back with the champ like that. I, kind of played it off. But yeah, man, I remember those days, man.
We got color, Lou. We got color. Tony sent me a $5 super chat. She say, this I thoroughly enjoyed the weekly interview. Thank you, Tony. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, Tony.
Thanks for the super chat. Hip, hip, hooray. Hip, hip, hooray. Dang, high five to Tony. Hey. I can't find the thing, you know what I mean? But, man, come on, man. Look, you should have told him, why you duckland is Lewis.
Yeah, man, those were the good old days. It's funny because I remember me and Chop used to be together, and this how time changed. That's why you got to, when you get something, you got to run with it. Chop used to be with me. I used to be strolling Lamont and Stroller. So that tells you right there. That's a 10-year difference. Chop is still fighting. Lamont came and gone, retired, and Chop is still fighting. Let that sit in for a minute. The man been in the boxing game for almost 40 years.
Yeah,
still going, man.
Exactly. Still fighting bare knuckle. Here you go. He back fighting bare knuckle and all that stuff, man. Man, Champ did it all, man. He back. Right. He know we talking about.
Hey, we talk so much on the phone. My daggone battery died.
He said it. Yeah, hey, Chop. I was just telling them the story when we was at Riddick Bowe Gym. And I walked in there for the first time. You know, Riddick Bowe was a jokester. And he said, who is this Bama? And I'm looking like, you know me, Chop.
Who you talking to?
He was talking to me, but I'm saying to myself, I'm quick to come back. I was like, shit, I don't know if I want to say nothing to him. You know what I'm saying? That's the heavyweight champ. And then he later was like, man, I was just playing with you, man, joking.
Man, Champ, everybody get on me because they know see, Jamal ain't here to ask. I'm going to ask Champ. Everybody get on me. They know who my favorite fight is. Keith Thurman.
Who that?
Keith Thurman. Tell us what you think about Keith. I don't like the way. Don't make me mute your ass, Champ. You better be good when you say it, man. You know what I mean? I don't like the way you frowned up and poked up around here, man. Don't make me put Keith on this joint now.
Man, Keith don't want no smoke. I'll fuck him up.
Oh, it's getting hot. Chop coming back spitting fire, man. I love it.
I'm telling you.
Oh, man.
I'm almost 50 motherfucking years old. These young fighters better leave me the fuck alone.
Oh, man. But I'm just curious what your thoughts is, man. Him having that big layoff like that.
The layoff, I thought it would have some effect on him, but he performed good his last fight.
Yeah. Exactly. And I told people 10 out gloves. He might if he had 8, he'd have knocked him out. He already beat him to death.
Now, hey Lewis, I gotta pull your card, dog. I gotta pull your card because when the fight first happened, hey Chop.
I said if he don't knock him, they gotta pull my card. I said if he don't knock him out, he need to retire.
Yeah, and then later on, he was like, "Well, I kind of walked him into." I was like, "Well, damn, he looked good, man. He looked good." And I say that to say, he looked good for being on for 3 years. 3 years he came back and he dominated the fight. And that's what I was looking at. Now Lewis got that high standard, which he should be because it's boxing. But me, I just was looking at the absent being away, man, and being able to come in and dominate a fight like that.
I like to see him back in the ring in August or September.
Yeah, me too.
With another up and coming, not no heavy hitter like Boots. Nah, he need to leave Boots alone.
Yeah, right now, I wouldn't mess with Boots. I say another warm-up fight and then get back in there because he ain't got much time.
Too much.
Put him in there with Green Bay, main machine. Put him in there with main machine, man. You know what I mean? That's what we gonna put. We just have Kavalauskas, man. That's what we need to fight next, man. You know what I mean? Lou, Tony Stewart say, I fried Riddick Bowe at my comedy show.
Yeah, I remember he told me. He lit him up.
Yeah, man. Hey, Chop, man, when you look at the landscape right now, at your weight class, and you was in your younger days, I'm putting them on the spot, Lou. You take them all out?
Hell no. I ain't no fucking look. I'm telling the motherfucking truth. Tank gonna give me fucking problems.
Exactly.
Hey, look. What you think Tank would give you a problem as?
The motherfucker too fucking strong. Tank is like a Mike Tyson. I'm a Pernell Whitaker.
Mm-hmm.
Nigga, my thing is, it's art when I'm in there. I'm trying to perform. Tank ain't in there trying to perform. He trying to destroy. He fucking up pictures. That nigga ain't trying to do no painting. You see when he knock a nigga out and he jump on the rope, he do like this.
Yeah.
He the motherfucking gorilla. He the motherfucking gorilla, but he the light-skinned gorilla. He beating on his He King Kong.
That's an honest assessment, though, man.
Yeah, I like that, Chop. I like that. That's an honest assessment because that's a handful.
Exactly. Shamar come in with another super chat. Say, great show, Lou. And Lou, appreciate Chop for the interview. Yeah, Chop. We done had everybody in here, man. We had Daryl up in here, your man Sean Baby Mitchell up in here, Keep Home, man. We done had them all up in here, man. You know what I mean?
Too Sweet talking about? What Too Sweet talking
about?
about?
You know, that's one of my best friends, man. He talking about how they robbed him, how when he was about to fight Trinidad. But they gave his manager to pay aside money, step aside money.
Step aside money, yeah.
He ain't get none of that step aside money.
I don't think he wanted no smoke from Tito neither.
Yeah, but he said too.
Man, Tito's dad was putting them casters on his hands, man. You see what happened to Joppy?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Beat the shit, ran his ass to Philly. I keep saying that.
Yeah, that's the good one. He damn should have did. But yeah, man, I'm now that we talk.
Lou, we gotta ask him, Lou. We gotta ask him.
Go ahead, go ahead.
They just mentioned it. What happened with you and Lamont sparred? Lamont was a little younger, right?
Lamont, Lou brother?
Yeah.
Shit, we worked. That motherfucker got that long range on my ass. I got to get close to him. He keep me on the end of that jab. Ready to go?
Yeah, that was I watched that, Chop. That was some good stuff, man. It's funny. One thing you said to me when you got out the ring and we was just sitting there kicking the bobo, and you said, "Lou, you see how this works?" You was like, "Man, I remember you used to stroll your brother around. I used to be right with you, and now I'm fighting. I'm in the ring with him." You know what I'm saying? Like, how real is that, man? You don't get no better than that, man. That just goes to testament of your longevity in the game. Lamont then came and retired, and you still here, champ.
And just thinking back on Pond, looking down Pond Street, I can just see Lamont and Anthony just standing on the curb in their little drawers outside with their t-shirt on. and I'm riding a bike. I'm riding a bike with no shirt on, pedaling. I'm like, look at them little jokers. They ain't got no. They out there in their drawers.
Yeah.
And then to be at Bo House and then we spawn. I'm like, damn. I remember when they was in their underwear.
Yeah.
Like shit, time is flying.
Yeah, it sure
is.
Go ahead and get champ his flowers, Lou.
Yeah, hey Chop, let me tell you, man. I had a lot of fighters on the show, man. I had my brothers, everything. We had Two Shop, Keep Homes, but I didn't know them like I know you.
No, we didn't have Two Shop. Get it right.
Not Two Shop. You're right. Yeah, that's right. That's right.
They didn't get Mark on there yet.
They ain't show up. A professional.
Too sweet. And I'm proud of you, man. For real. I'm proud of you and the man that you've become. We came up on the same street. We've been through the same episodes, drugs, everything. We could have went the wrong way, and we did at some points, but we was able to navigate through it. And I'm proud of you for the journey that you took. Just the whole Pond Street on, man. Going to the boxing game, representing, man, to the fullest. Been on a big stage. Nobody could deny that. You gave Floyd, Cotto, Zab, all of them a run for their money. And so for that, man, I'm proud of you, man. Just the whole man that you become, the sewing, cooking, father, entrepreneur, all that, man. All that comes from Pond Street. We came together. jumping the creek, doing all type of things together, man. And you represented, man. When I found out you was coming on, I was like, damn, we're gonna reminisce. I know we are. And just hearing the stories, man, it just makes me even more prouder, man. So for that, I'm proud of you, champ.
Hey Lou.
Yeah.
You wanna go catch some turtles?
Oh. Oh man, we go down to Liddy Pond, man.
Man, catch us some turtles, man.
That's right.
Good.
But that's my flowers to you, champ.
You know they don't even sell penny cookies no more.
Nope.
Those
are the good old days.
I used to go in the house and look between the couches, get some pennies and dimes and nickels. Now I got me like 35 cents. Oh, I'm about to go get me 35 cookies right quick.
You can't make it.
Yeah, they back do that back in the day. Monica say, I like him, Lewis. He said he will beat your fighter up.
Oh my God. Oh man.
My kind of guy. I knew that was coming, boy. I tell you, they hate Keith Thurman up in this thing here, boy. I tell you, man. But yeah, champ, you got some social media, man. Something you want to give out, let everybody know where you at, man.
They can follow me on Demarcus Corley 2019. That's my Instagram. My second Instagram is Chop in the Kitchen. That's me. I'm in the kitchen, always cooking. And then once my little son get back into boxing, he's gonna take over his own page, which is little_chop.
That's it. Okay. You heard it here.
She already subscribed to your IG, so they always subscribing now, champ. And one more thing before you go, champ. When you see Leonard Allaby, tell him he better give me my credentials, man. Don't forget where he came from, DC. And we getting his ass on this show. Tell him that when you see his ass. You know what I mean?
Leonard like Floyd, that nigga, he hard to catch up. He don't come past the gym.
Oh man, thanks again for coming on.
Unless they got one of their big fighters on the card, man. I appreciate it.
Oh man, anytime, man. Yeah, man. Chop Corley came in for an hour and 40 minutes to let y'all know what's going on, man. You know what I mean?
Pond Street partner in crime, baby.
You know, we should have asked for some more personal shit about Lou that Lou don't tell us, man. You know what I mean? But,
hey Lou. Hey, remember we used to do them flips on when somebody throw their matches away? See this era right now, when people throw matches away, these kids ain't about to go out there and get the matches and do no flips on. They be like, I ain't flipping on no dirty ass matches. Man, we couldn't wait till somebody throw their matches away.
We put them on the ground, jump off the roof on the matches. I mean, come on, these youngers don't do no stuff like that no more.
Man, we used to have fun.
Yeah, the whole.
We ain't know nothing about our parents couldn't afford no damn trampoline.
Mm-hmm.
Our trampoline was the mattress.
Exactly. And that's why we so humble. That's why we got humble. We got humble backgrounds, man. That's why we still humble to this day, man. Because of the experiences we had when we came up.
Yeah.
Exactly. They spoiled them up now. I mean, we ain't getting no $200-$300 Jordans.
That's right.
My first pair of Jordan came when Floyd fought Sean Bay Mitchell.
Oh man, long time
and
ago.
That was we was in Portland, Oregon, at the factory when Floyd was getting ready to sign with Nike.
Mm-hmm.
Mike gave everybody Jordans in the briefcase. That was my first pair of Jordans.
You can't make this shit up.
Yeah, you can't, man. I mean, boy, I love when they come up in here reminiscing, man. Chop, you ain't never been in the ring with Daryl? You ain't never sparred Daryl?
Too Sweet would never spar me. He said I was too small.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's
him. Chop wanted that work, though.
He still can get in there with me now. I ain't too small. I'm still the same.
I heard he working out again. He training somebody, so you need to go catch up with him.
Man, Daryl can't take no punches, man. I might clip his ass now.
I'm gonna call him and tell him too. Oh man, that's funny. They might clip him now. Oh man.
Yeah, see, back then he was in great shape. He was in great shape and he was living a fight life. Now, shit, Daryl be drinking and I'll fuck Daryl up.
Hey, look, Chop be calling everybody. He said, "Oh, I fucked him up, man."
Who he sound like, dude? Luke? Hank Lundy.
Hank Lundy.
Man,
just like Hank.
I wish we could pop Hank up on this joint right now. So I just get some popcorn and just watch this shit talking.
Shit, we're gonna need another 2 hours.
Man, Hank coming here and talk big shit, boy. Oh, that's Demarcus. Come on, let's go, baby. I'm ready right now. You know, Hank. Go, man. You funny as shit, man. I tell you, shit, man. We blessed, man. I tell you, man.
Hold on. If we can get a promoter to promote the fight, if it makes dollars, it makes sense. Man, Hank, we got unfinished business. We got to do it again.
Yeah, run it back. I just said it. Run it back.
The good part about it, I went to your town for the first time. Now come to the city.
Front row tickets, Lewis. The Rebuttal Entertainment front row tickets.
We making grudge matches. That's what we gonna do in the Rebuttal, baby. Hank Lundy, right. Dude, I'm gonna send him a message. JA in the building, say chop, what up? Pleasure watching you work, champ. Yeah, man, they still coming up in this joint, man. Yeah, he's still working, man. I mean, God damn, Chop gonna try to get up to 100 fights, man. I see it now. So. You know what I mean? They
asked me what I gonna do 100. I told them I don't know. My thing is right now, I just want to fucking fight. I want to fight next month, which is April, and then I want to come back in June, the month of my birthday. I'm jumping on an airplane, going skydiving, and then I want to fight the end of June.
Oh man!
Yeah, before your last fight, man, you got to make a deal with me, champ. Before you hang up the boots, I want to walk down with you one time, man. Just one time, dog. I want to walk down to the ring with you, champ.
I got you. It may be the next one in May.
Hey,
if we can get the fight in the city in DC.
May the 28th. That's the day Hank. I've been in New York. That one Tank fight Volley, right? May 28th. Yeah.
Yeah, May 28th.
Yeah, and they got that DC card that day also.
Oh, they do?
Yeah, they got a card at what's it called? The arena.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Hey, champ, one more thing, man. Look, the judges in boxing, what can we do about it? Is there any way we can make them better? Because I got my own opinion what we can do with them.
That's a good one.
My thing is, I want to be my own judge. I'm trying to get the fight over with. That way, I ain't got to worry about the judges pulling no shit saying this person won. They voted this way. It was a split decision. If I knock your ass out, I got the decision now. But they need to make these judges be accountable for the shit they doing. And if they start fucking with them in their purse, they'll do the right fucking thing. Cut that money short.
Be your own judge. You heard it first. Chop said, be your own judge. Hey, look, let these be your judges.
Exactly. Hey, they need to start doing what they're doing in UK, man. After that Josh Taylor thing, they called the police on the judges. I mean, they literally called the police. Yeah, got the judge, man. Now they got the judges in the hearing and everything, asking what the fuck was he watching. So they called the police, the commissioner, they called the police on the judge, man. That's what they need to do here. They set all that shit straight. You called the popo. UK don't play, man.
All that was done, but did they overturn the decision?
No, they ain't gonna overturn it. I think they trying to get a rematch, but Josh said he ain't doing that.
Nah, because he got to get down to 140 again. I think he should move up to 140. I think that 140, it really had something to do with him because he just looked totally different. And I know the guy's style kind of threw him off because he had that real choppy style, but he just didn't look whole, if that makes sense. He didn't look like his whole self in the ring. And it looked like it had something to do with those 7 pounds that he had to lose at 140. That's just me.
And that barbecue up in here, he said Lou growing dreads. Nah, that's them fake curls Lou done curled up in his hair, man.
Nah, this is a little sponge on that. This is the pretty boy joint right here, dog. Hit me up on Instagram. I'll show you.
Oh man. He say,
hey Lou.
Yeah.
How many people call you by your full name, Lucius?
Not many. Not many. You one of the only still ones to do that. I said, when you see my name, light skinned Lou, he gonna be like, man, that's still Lucius to me, man.
Hey Lou, Gerald still call you Lucius?
Yeah, he do. Gerald do too. But yeah, I'm gonna have to get that name change put in there. Light skinned Lou, man.
Oh,
are you still fast?
Hey,
hell,
Chop.
no, I can outrun him.
Chop. I'll run your ass down in 40. Don't get it twisted. I'm still at 150, dog. I'm still at fighting weight, champ. 150.
We got a race then. If you're 150, I'm gonna try to race your ass. I think I'm lighter than you and faster than you now.
Chop, you will never get that tight. We're gonna be 7 years old at bingo game. Let's go outside with it. Let's go outside with it. I'm ready, dog. I'm ready.
Hey, I like it, boy. We just kicking it like we at home with Top Corley. Erk say, "Hey, champ, can I get your hand wraps on the last fight?"
Shit.
Oh man,
we gonna get disqualified. He don't know what he's doing.
Say what the hand fight. Oh man, that's crazy. The other one. Look, I think Top got you though, Sam. I mean, hook it up, light skin Luke. Yeah, man. That's good, man. I mean, a lot of stuff went on, man. Past time, man. It's good to reminisce about this stuff, man. But I'm serious about that Hall of Fame shit. We gonna get that shit started, man.
Yeah.
I mean, because it just don't make no sense. The DC got all these super fighters, man. And do
they have one in Maryland yet?
We can go look. Nope.
I don't think they got one in Maryland.
Nope. So what you saying, champ? We can't put the Maryland fighters in DC. Just start some shit now. Look at him, Lou.
Look, he like that shit.
I'm just saying.
So you don't want Will Choppy in the DC Hall of Fame?
Sean Bay ain't from DC. Joppy ain't from DC.
I said it.
So is it safe to call it DMV's Hall of Fame?
Nah, man, fuck that. You know we don't play that DMV shit. Nah. You know,
I knew I'd get that rise out of y'all. I knew it. That was a setup question.
I don't play that shit. But they will put them in there, man. You know, since they like saying Maryland is DC and Virginia DC, we'll consider that DC Chop and put them in the Hall of Fame too, man. You know what I mean? Oh man. Yo, that was a good one there, man. That was a good one. But yeah, man. About to say elite interview this, man. Yeah, man. Got to, man. You know, we up here with the dude about the who got 100 fights in boxing? That's great. Chavez?
Chavez.
I don't think I'm gonna have 100, that's for sure. I don't think I'm gonna hang on it for 100, man.
I got you doing 90. I got you doing 90.
I got 3 more. I'm gonna grab me 3 more. Like they say, I'm gonna get a bag.
Big Mel say, "Hey champ, I always thought Trinidad was a dirty fighter. He always hit on the break. What you think?"
True, but you can't knock his head punching power. Also, regardless if he hit on the break or not, when he hit your ass, you knew you got hit.
Yeah, right. Exactly, man. Demarcus, the real one. He fought a lot of big names, a whole bunch of. We and Lou was talking about when he left out. Man, he done fought everybody, man. They talking about with my man Josito Lopez. Chop fought them all, baby. He fought them all. Hey, Chop, am I wrong? You remember my man Diego Corrales, right?
Yeah.
All right. This just me. I'm not saying they the same fighter. So Ryan Garcia is now with his old fighter, Joe Goosen, his old manager. Do they is that a good comparison with them? Not the temperament, because we know Ryan ain't got no heart like Chico. But you know, the same left hook, the same stance, the same, walk you, no defense, you know what I mean? To move the head, to throw the left hook in the right hand. Do they manual each other, Ryan Garcia and Chico Corrales?
Nah, they don't mimic each other. To me, they don't have the same styles. I mean, Diego was a straight fighter. He was a killer, man. When he was in there.
I try to erase that out because we know Ryan ain't that.
Yeah, I mean, he got some attributes with him when he throwing his shots, but we seen that you can be clipped, and you haven't been there with a fighter that has experience. What are you going to? And a lot of fighters, what are they going to do when they get in there with a fighter with experience?
Yeah.
So that's why they keep on matching the fighters up with their caliber that they on, their level. Like, you ain't going to put Ryan Garcia in there with a Teofimo Lopez.
Mm-hmm.
You're not gonna match Ryan up with Alamachenko. They're gonna say too much experience.
Mm-hmm.
But those fights need to happen.
Mm-hmm.
I agree. I couldn't agree more.
It shouldn't be about the experience of the fighter. It should be about the credibility of the fighter. What he bring to the table. Both of them great fighters. Let's make the fight. May the best man win.
Yeah, I think a lot of these fighters are so worried about their zero. They don't look at Oscar De La Hoya. He lost 5 or 6 fights, but he's still considered one of the best. Shane Mosley lost 3 or 4 fights, and I can go. The list goes on. That is what these younger fighters are so worried about. But if you got to get in there and mix it up, man. Even if you lost 2, look at Lomachenko. He lost 2 fights, right, Lewis? He lost 2 fights.
Yep.
He's still a world champion. Look who he lost to, Teofimo Lopez, and I forget the other guy. He lost to a world champion.
Yeah,
exactly.
Salido,
and that's what bothers me mostly about boxing. Scared to get in there and lose that. Oh, so what you lose? You get back up and you fight. That's what it's about. That's what boxing is all about.
True.
Exactly. Jay say, I always ask about Emmanuel Augusta, Chop. What you think about you versus
amazing.
him?
Me versus him?
Mm-hmm.
Which me though? It's 2 me's though. I'm a Gemini. You got it. Which me? The me back then or the me now?
Probably you back then, man.
The me back then?
The you that fought Floyd. How about that one?
I would have clipped his ass.
I know that's right.
I would have got him because I was just more poised with my shit back then compared to now.
Mm-hmm.
I got venom in it, and it ain't coming fast like it used to be.
Mm-hmm.
So I gotta work with my timing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, back then I was a bad motherfucker, boy. I'll get Tank a run for his money.
Yeah, you was getting motherfuckers out of there.
Hey, Lou, you know that's the old Chop keep saying though. Tank.
Yeah.
Tank.
That's right. Get that bag and go.
Tank,
because I mean he's a southpaw, and I just like his style of fighting. That motherfucker can fight, man.
Yeah.
It ain't too many southpaws out there that can't fight.
Yeah, you're right.
If you look down the list of southpaws, southpaws are fighting motherfucker, boy, because we see shit from a different side.
Well, Lou, look, Chop is at Mayweather Gym. Why we ain't asking about the Mayweather fight? Tank and Rolly coming up. What's your thoughts and how it going to happen?
That's a good one.
I'm gonna be helping Rolly get ready for that fight.
Okay.
I will, and they say Rolly can drop that shit. And I've seen Rolly in the gym spawn over the years. Shorty can sling that shit. He can sling it.
I know. Tell him what I said, Lou. I said it ain't gonna be easy people think it's gonna be.
Yeah, he got to get past. Tank. He likes to feel the fighter out, and he gonna have to feel Rolly out because you don't want to run into nothing. That boy can punch. You call his style awkward all you want. He reminds me of Costa Mayorga, the guy that fought Oscar and
Mayorga throwing them wild punches.
Yeah, just wild punches.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to
exactly
like that.
Cast Mayorga, Mariego, that's his name.
That's it.
Mayorga.
Yeah, Mayorga. Yeah.
So you helping him get ready for the fight? Oh man, it's exclusive here, baby, on the rebuttal.
They haven't started camp yet, but once they start camp, I'm gonna be sparring Rolly for that fight, and Rolly gonna be throwing that shit. I already know he's gonna be slinging it. But see, I'm an old guy. I'm old. I'm like the turtle, man. I'm just gonna keep moving and moving. When that right hook catch you, don't be surprised if y'all hear, damn, he made Rolly do the stinky leg too. But see, Rolly got to be careful. Tank can sling that shit, man. And if he catch you in between some shit like he caught Leo, it's gonna be a good night for Tank.
Yeah, it's gonna be night.
Exactly, man. Boston Student say Willie Pep is something like 285 and 17. Sugar Ray Robinson got over 110 knockouts alone too. Oh shit, Top ain't going nowhere near them.
Hey, look, they was fighting every other day.
Exactly back then. Oh man,
Boxing ain't like it is no more.
Oh hell no, man! It ain't nowhere near like that no more, man. It don't make no sense. I like him. He had that Ocho Cinco Tio spirit. Get your popcorn ready, yeah, dude. Exactly, man. That's how Chop is. He say, Batu say, the guys used to fight nearly every 2 weeks and 10, 15 years straight, man. That's crazy. Buck Smith had 228 fights. Good God, man.
Damn.
They fighting for $30 back then? Shit. 50-0 don't mean shit if you never unified your weight division. Okay, that was Bon QQ said. Both of y'all fuck it. Exactly, man. Yeah. Respect to Sean Porter. What do you think about his father throwing in that towel, Chop?
He shouldn't have done it, and I wouldn't have done it if it was my son. Even though my son he would have been getting his ass whooped, he was losing the fight. He didn't have to go out like that.
Yeah, I felt
but there are other things also that the media don't know and the world don't know also in that fight. I mean, Sean, yeah, I'm not gonna speak on it, but he ain't fighting no more. So it just wasn't about the stoppage.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, he basically said on his podcast, he told Terrence Crawford when Crawford was there. He told him that I really didn't train. I ain't Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I was taking classes and stuff like that. I mean, he wanted to retire after the Earl Spence fight, but he said he didn't know how to tell his father.
Wow. And you got to respect Sean Porter always been a real guy, man. So you got to take him for what he said. I just don't want it to take away from Terrence Crawford and the victory. You know what I'm saying? It's one thing to say, if he had trained, if Porter had trained like he's supposed to, then the fight would have been different. But we're not there. I thought Terrence Crawford did what he had to do to win.
Bud was the better man.
Exactly, and that's how I look at it. That's exactly how I look at it.
Look, we got the old man up here yawning. He can't hang, man. Wait a minute. Ain't they 3 hours behind us? Wait a minute, man.
Right.
It's 7 o'clock.
You know where I would be at right now? Hold up. It's 7:30.
Yeah.
Where you at?
I got to get my ass in the kitchen.
That's right.
Oh man, hey man, we think look, we know you got to cook. We know you got to cook,
and right. I got to eat.
That's right. Exactly. So yeah, man, we appreciate you for coming by, man. I'm gonna send my number to you, man. We got to chop it up, man. We got to catch up.
Yeah, man, definitely.
So many years
when I come in town, you know how to play horseshoes, any?
I'm gonna tear your ass up. I already know what you're gonna say. I'm gonna chop you up.
Nah, we want to see the race first, then y'all can play horseshoes.
Oh, we're gonna race and look, we're gonna race and then we're gonna play horseshoe.
No, you pull a hamstring, you ain't gonna be able to go back to work, champ. You old, man. You stop faking. I did that shit before, pull a hamstring, so I was off like 3 months, man. Don't go out there and fake it.
This the motivation of not losing to him. I don't like him, man. I don't like losing to him and nothing. So with that being said, I'm gonna train my ass. So when you get up here, it's on.
All right.
Chop versus light skin Luke. We're gonna get pay-per-view buys on this shit. Let's get it.
Yeah. Well, you know who promoting it? TIE Entertainment, baby.
That's right.
Let's go.
Yeah, man. But thanks again, Chad. We think, man, I really appreciate this, man.
No problem, man. Anytime, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit you up, Chop.
All right, that's a bet. I'm out.
All right, champ.
All right, man.
All
right, man. Top, Corley, man. Oh, man, I really appreciate that, man. Just sitting there, hanging out, just talking boxing, man. How much better can they be, Lou? Sitting in the house, just sitting there, honestly, with butt entertainment and talking boxing, champ.
That's right. I already knew we was going more than an hour because I know him as a person. I knew once we got on there, we was going to start reminiscing and talking about everything, catching turtles, jumping the creek, all the stuff we did as kids that these kids don't do these days, man. We had fun back then, man.
Exactly, man. Exactly. Now we since we back on top and the champ is gone, he gave us the whole life story. I just want to ask everybody who's here: if Virgil Ortiz on drugs, is he on PEDs, and should him and Earl Spence just cancel their fights and move their big asses up? I mean, because these guys about to start dehydrating and dying in the ring, man. What y'all think about it, man? Because it's just getting sickening, man.
Well, you know? I'm gonna jump right into that one. You remember we was talking about 3 weeks ago. You sent me the picture of Earl. What we talk about? Yeah. We talk about Earl's my guy. I'm a big fan of Earl's. We talked about guys moving up. You said weight bullies, and we were saying how these guys are draining themselves to get a certain fight. And Chop said it too. He said it's about the money. But what part of your health do you put at risk? Because if you dehydrated, that means you could die in the ring, man. Less fluid on your brain, you take a punch, boom. That's it. Exactly. I say this, to answer your question, they should move up. Move up and wait. Move up and wait.
Exactly. And the thing about that, like they didn't learn for Teofimo Lopez, man. I mean, come on, man. The man, all his organs was gone. I mean, man, it's just crazy, man. Thanks everybody for saying great interviews, man. That was a hell of an interview. 2 hours started with Chop. Dude, the fought, man, I'm telling you, he's got like 20-something champions on his fucking record, Lou. 20-something, man. Champions. Come on, man. You only get this on the Rebuttal Entertainment, man. Wait till we have Floyd Mayweather up in this joint. Man, look, if you ain't super chatting $1,000, because I'm acting like I'm Money Lou.
Be like this.
Oh man, Jay say Ortiz on them diuretics trying to drop weight fast. Yeah, this the third time he would have missed weight, J.A. See, people don't talk. They talk about the black fighters. They talk about the Tanks and the Benavidez and stuff like that. Virgil Ortiz, they ain't said nothing about him. He done missed weight twice already.
Yeah,
this would have been the third time, man. Killing himself making weight.
So let me ask you this, Lewis: if you his handlers and this has happened multiple times, what's your advice and what are you telling them?
First, I'm gonna ask. I want to know: do he got a dietitian?
Okay.
Do he? If he don't, he need to get one. You know what I mean? Then we're gonna go from there. And if he's still struggling, I'm gonna be like J.A. favorite trainer, Ronnie Shields. He don't like Ronnie Shields. Ronnie Shields, the way he told Jamal Charlo after the J-Rock fight. This is gonna be your last fight. You're moving up. You came. He killed himself making that weight because J-Rock was talking all that shit. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm telling him. If he get a dietitian, if he never had one, I'll try the dietitian. If he had one, he still Virgil, you got to go up there and fight the big boy. Sorry, champ. I mean, that's exactly what I'm telling him. You know what I mean? You got to go up there and fight the big boys, Lou.
That's it. And that's what makes a lot of sense, man. You have to move up, man. When you talk about multiple times, I remember when Floyd would miss weight and he would pay the money on the scale. I wasn't mad at him for that, Lewis. Because at the end of the day, you have to get in the ring healthy. And those 2 or 3 pounds, anybody who knows boxing, they be like, oh, well.
Them the last pounds. You
those pounds
off,
matter.
Man.
Exactly.
That what Danny Jacobs did with Canelo, right?
Yep. That's a good call.
He said, nah, I can't make this. He said, look, take the money. They took a whole bunch from his ass, though. I'm like, God. I don't know. Hey, look, I might have been like this, Lou. Squeeze the shit out of that joint, shorty. That money they took from him. Bar QQ say Virgil Ortiz should fight at 54. Yeah, man. He sure should have. Make sure you record it. Record what? This show? What you talking about? You talking about Louis Chop. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's going live on Rebuttal Entertainment, baby. We going live on that one.
Hey, look, that dude could never beat me. I would run him down like a deer in the headlights, man. He know it. That's why he want to challenge me. He know.
All right. Ortiz is the wrong weight division. Yeah, he is. Look, he got to move up with the big boys, man. I would like to see him and Hank the Hammer go at it on the interview. Oh, I was hoping Lou tell somebody to hit Hank. That's what I was hoping, man. But, man, Lou don't get it, man. I was getting him a signal like, call Hank.
Hey, look, we be on here for another 2 or 3 hours.
I don't care. Yeah, I would have. Oh man, that shit would have been fire. Oh, that's what we're gonna do. We gotta set it up. We got to set it up, Lou, because he said he already fight. Hank said he'll fight. We're going to set it up on the Rebuttal Entertainment, Lou.
Yeah.
That's going to be an exclusive premiere, Lou.
That's right.
So, no matter of fact, I'm going to send Hank a message. I'm starting this, baby. So said, I can't wait to see Floyd. That's my guy. Oh, she been sarcastic. No, she like Floyd. She don't like Adrian Broner. My fault. These guys who struggle making the weight eat like shit. When they not in camp, Hagler made weight his entire career because he was dedicated for real. Well, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Same with Floyd. Floyd always walk around 4 or 5 pounds off weight, if not less.
Exactly. Jay said, my thing is, if you know you fight at 147, you shouldn't really be walking around more than 165 or you're going to pay physically. Exactly. But, a lot of them learned now. Just like what Keith Thurman said. He said, when I fought host Zito Lopez, he said he was 180, 182, something like that. Yeah, he spent most of his time like Earl said the same thing when he fought Danny Garcia. He was like 190. I'm like, man, these dudes crazy, man. You gotta burn all that weight before you even doing the training. It's just crazy how they do that stuff, man. He said, Lou, get Fred to promote the fight. Hey, look, the only fight Fred for Barbershop Conversation gonna report recording Harriet Tubman and Malcolm X.
Back in the days.
Back in the days, man. That's the only fight he going to record. He going to record. Man, anybody think about no Barbershop Conversation, man. But I got Lou, my boy, I love him to death, but I got Top Chop. Top Chop in shape, been doing it for a long time. Lou ain't running no 4.2, 4.3s, baby. You can believe that. So wait a minute, what y'all running, Lou? 60 y'all, 40 y'all?
Nah, 40. Shit, nigga, 40. Ain't running no 60. He can run 60 and we're gonna tag it at 40. Now, let's just say he say, all right, it's March. He said, Lou, I'm coming up there in June or July. Mm-hmm. That would give me time because I haven't been doing anything. But
well,
if he caught me,
I'm about to start doing to go run some sprints on the field, man. You got to jog.
10 y'all sprints. Exactly. I run them down.
Exactly, man. But man, what an interview, man. Top came in here and told everything, told the truth, man. He said, I can't fight Tank. He said, I'll fight anybody else except Tank. You know what I mean? Man, I swear, man, I love this kind of stuff, man. Real recognize real, man. DC. But Lou, you know how we DC guys are, man. You know what I mean? The guys from Maryland, they hate that shit though, Lou.
Yeah. They try to make it DMV. No, nigga.
Nah,
DC.
it ain't no DMV.
It's DC.
It's DC. You from the DMV, I ain't fine. I'm from DC.
We had a saying, if you wasn't in the ward, you wasn't in DC, baby.
Exactly. Ward 5, baby. I'm Ward 5. You know what I mean? Don't do it, Lou. Think about your knees. I told him, hey, I told him, think about his hamstring. Boy, you ever pull a hamstring, that knot come right there? Sure. Mm-hmm. It took me almost 2.5 months to recover. 3 months one day I was racing this young nigga pulled up. I said, oh, God, I ain't never doing that shit again. Man, I can see Lou now going to fat ass. Hey, Lou, it's going to take you like 1,000. Look, it's going to take you like 10 hours to deliver 50 packages.
No, they're going to have me inside, champ. I ain't going out there. They're going to have me inside.
Yeah, Lou, we got fights coming up this week. Your man, J.A. favorite fighter, Blair the Flair Cobb. You know what I mean? He's the one, what they call main event now. So since Virgil Ortiz pulled out, man, Blair the Flair had a lot of bad words for a lot of fighters, Lou.
Yeah, he did.
You think he could back it up?
Nope. I think he's gonna be like a show pony. He just all talk. I just don't think. Well, I like him. Don't get me wrong. Ask me if I like him. I like him, but I don't think he has the skills to pay the bills based upon the trash that he talk. But guess what? It's good for boxing. He gonna be one of those fighters where guess what? We said it earlier. Showmanship.
Exactly.
Showmanship. He be able to fight. He be able to sell a fight.
Exactly. And what we say, can you imagine him, Keith Thurman, Adrian Broner, and Tyson Fury in the same room?
Oh my God. And you have to get one of those gas masks, man. It wouldn't be enough air in the dream, man.
That be too bad. Good God. Jay say he called it the DMB, DC, Maryland, and Baltimore. I don't count VA. Me either.
Right.
You know what I mean? Me either, Jay. That's crazy, man. Y'all, we don't count the VA. Man, so did any of you guys know Canelo Alvarez used to fight on the Flair Cobb undercard in Mexico?
Who did?
Canelo.
Oh, no, I ain't know that.
That was Blair the Flair said. Canelo used to fight on my undercard. He better respect me.
Wow, yeah. Hey, Blair the Flair, he got a lot of trash talking, but I want to see him in there and see what he really can do against the top competition.
We're going to see, man. But yeah, look, now have a good day in boxing, man. Look, word of the truth, we got to see if it's true or not. They say Lomachenko is back from Ukraine. See, he must have watched the Rebuttal Entertainment, Lou, when I told Lomachenko, get your ass from Ukraine. Get your family out of there. Dude, I understand you want to fight for your country, but AK-47 cannot beat bombs. Forget the tough shit. You shooting at a bomb, you shooting up there at a big ass 5,000-pound bomb coming to blow your ass up. Come on, man. I understand, man. Come on. It ain't used to wait the time. You want to beat somebody ass, come over here and beat Devin Haney ass, or Kambosa ass, or Ryan Garcia ass. You know, take it out on them. You know what I mean? So we're gonna see how that worked right there, man. Laugh out loud. I pulled mine racing my daughter. My leg was on fire, bro. I'm telling you, man, that shit hurt.
I take one for the team, man. Pay-per-view, man. Rebuttal Entertainment. I'm taking one for the team, dog. Long as y'all can recover my doctor bills, that's all that matters.
He say, so Kambosa versus Loma is legit fight. We don't know yet, but Bob said they had an agreement for June something before Lomachenko left and went over Ukraine.
Yeah, I remember.
But then he said, yeah, okay. But now that Kambosa coming back, I mean, not Kambosa, Lomachenko was supposed to be coming back. We'll see. But if he come back, Lou, I've been going hard on Devin Haney. Who Devin Haney need to move on and go fight who, Lou? He got to fight somebody. He got to leave Kambosa alone. I mean, come on, enough is enough, man.
Yeah, I agree with you. Because it switched a little bit to Devin Haney's favor to get the fight with Kambosa because of what happened with Lomachenko. But when things, changed, when Lomachenko said he's coming back, because I think, Lewis, that's their number one fight that they want. They got Devin Haney as 1A, or you could say 2. Now that the number one option is coming back, go fight somebody, man. He gonna have to. Hey, he has no choice.
He can't keep sitting there and call people out all day long for the next 5 damn months, man. Go on there and fight somebody, an A-class fighter, not a C-class fighter, an A-class fighter. Let's see what you're working with, man. There's some guys out there. You know what I mean?
I'm not going to accept anything under a B plus class fighter.
Exactly. And if you can't find a fight at 35, that'd be great. Move up to 140 and fight Gary Antoine Russell. I mean, it ain't hard.
That ain't gonna happen. But I get where you're going. He does have to get a dance partner because it looks like Loma and Kambosa is about to close the deal. You said early June, but I think the fact that they said that was gonna happen before Loma went over to Ukraine.
And if he is back, we don't know. If he is back, they make that fight. Hey, Monica was coming in something. Hey, Lou, she put the running joint. I might come and be your standby nurse, Lou. She running.
I'm gonna need something.
Monica, bring everything. Bring defibrillators just in case. I mean, bring everything. My man. We gotta save my man, Monica. We don't want light-skinned Lou on the canvas. Oh my God, IV will be ready. Okay, you got the IV, put the electrolytes in his ass, some Gatorade and all that stuff. Okay. Eric say, my sources confirm it. It's true. Loma was watching Rebuttal Entertainment and decided to come back. There you go. I told you.
Put no cap at the end.
Exactly, man. AK-47s cannot be bombed. So what's the other dude name? The heavyweight champion, bring your ass back too. All y'all bring your ass from out of there, man. Let the fighters who supposed to be fighting the war fight the war, man. We don't need y'all dying to say, oh, they died for their country. You know what I mean? If we're gonna put on your tombstone, a big ass bomb coming down and you this small with a bullet shooting a big ass bomb. Come on, man. Stop it. Y'all need to stop it, man. Bon QQ say a T.O. versus Loma rematch will be great also. Yeah, but Loma ain't going up to 40.
No, that ain't gonna happen.
He ain't going up to 40. T.O. up 40 now, man. He ain't making that way no more, Luke. He done with that shit. Besides, those fists couldn't knock out T.O. He talking about Kim Bolsa.
Oh, shit.
But you heard what Chop said. And I told y'all, Lou, how they say? We got receipts. I got plenty of receipts saying if Devin Haney go over Australia fight Kim Bolsa, he's going to lose.
Oh, yeah, we both agree with that.
And it's not going to be because of the talent. He's just going to have to whoop Kim Bolsa ass bad to get a win. And he can't do that. Kim Bolsa too good for that. You know what I mean? Kim Bolsa can fight the same fight he fought T.O. and beat Loma. Beat Devin. Yeah. Even those two different fighters. You know what I mean?
But he could use that same strategy, that same mentality.
Exactly. Yeah. And if Devin do the pop and move around the ring, man, them Australian judges gonna be like this. Kim Bolsa.
Right. It'd probably be unanimously easy.
Oh man. Yeah, Monica. Eric put no cap there. No cap. Yeah, man. So man, I tell y'all, man, thank y'all for coming in. Lou got to get his ass up and go to work, man. But Lou might be in the house doing he might go in the hallway and do some sprints now. You muted, champ. You muted.
My bad, y'all. My bad. Yeah, I said I might be doing some sprints, getting myself together because I'm telling you, this is gonna happen because me and Chop, we was always competitive towards each other. And when he come up here, he gonna call me. And he gonna have everybody out there recording shit. That's what he do. And
I'm going live. You make sure I'm there. I'm going live, champ. You can believe that. Oh man, Bon QQ said, I think smart decision for Haney would be not to fight Kim Bolsa. Haney always go to the decision. Haney got no power. No, he ain't gonna win that. Love y'all. See y'all tomorrow. All right, Monica. Thanks for coming in, champ. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. He ain't gonna get no decision on that one. Lou better take his butt to bed.
Hey, Tony, that's my cue right there. It's been fun, y'all, but I gotta get out here and I'll holler at you guys tomorrow.
Yeah, man. So thank everybody for coming in, and we really appreciate it. Everybody just popped on again. You got to go back and watch the videotape,
watch
man.
The video.
Chop was in here for 2 hours and 10 minutes, man. Just acting like he's at home, like he is, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So we appreciate everybody for coming in. I see y'all tomorrow because we got a lot of boxing to talk about tomorrow again, and that's what we're going to do because that's what we do on the Rebuttal Entertainment. So peace and blessings, everybody. Y'all be safe out